Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to brother LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to brother LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
LT cooking your ass.
Little baby T-Rell is $3 million in debt. Some stuff was coming to the surface for the first time, like the fact that, you know, his baby mother, Beyonce,
share this room, guys,
used to be selling her pussy. You know, that's it's not really up for debate.
My new reality show?
I don't watch nothing with your wife, bro.
10 men compete
To fuck my wife with me.
You didn't see episode 1? Are you fucking serious?
I'm not gonna watch.
Tell Parker, when she see me, when you get older, when you see this, Parker, you feel me? Like, I'm gonna kick you in your ass. And fuck your daddy. You feel me? And fuck your grandma, too. You feel me? But that's just where I'm at with it.
Got messed up.
You know you're still not over the first man fucking your wife.
How am I not over it? I haven't thought about that in weeks.
It happened months ago.
Me and AD kind of had like the realest friendship out of anyone in this whole thing.
That was big, Adam.
And I feel like AD has kind of been humbled by this whole experience more than anything else, because the truth is that as long as AD lives, he's always going to be reminded of the fact that he left no jumper and doesn't really have much to show for it. You know?
And as I hear that rant that you did today, and I look around the room, I see almost everybody is quiet. Almost everybody is quiet. Because deep down inside, you know that everybody that you sit next to, without you giving them that check, your relationship ceased to exist.
Ain't not there.
Go ahead, bro. It's your floor.
You want to see my stroke?
Your what?
My stroke?
What are you talking about, bro?
Let me show you how this works. Hand behind the back.
Hey, yo, listen, man.
I mean,
So
that's
what's
something
going
that I
on
would
with you
consider
letting
acceptable.
transgender sit on your lap?
Yo,
What the was that about?
swamp ass on my fucking knee.
You said what?
Everybody can't be the person that's doing all that shit. You get what I'm saying? You got to look at yourself in the mirror, and I know you. And you know me. It seems like you not really happy these days.
I don't watch nothing have to do with your wife.
Okay, let's hit you with
When
the.
I see your wife, I want to be able to look at your wife one way as your wife. He sent it to me saying this nigga Adam trying to start fires. Then he sent me what you text him.
What did I say?
How would I know what you texted?
So he sent you a screenshot of something
Yeah,
I
my
said?
mama.
Let me see. I refuse to believe this until I see it with my own eyes. That's slippery.
You white dudes think y'all so slick.
He's not
Y'all
white, he's Armenian.
No, you.
So let me just speak on this.
Yeah, LTTV, Blunt Talk with LT, back at it with another video. All right, let's get right into this one. Adam22 is reeling. Adam22 is a goddamn mess. Whenever I see Adam22 speak on the mic, I'm like...
When does crack... Now, so the cocaine's happening. When does that crack come into play?
This nigga's lost. At this point, he's reeling. He's dissing folks with things that directly apply to himself. Let's listen to this and break down this. We're going to listen to Adam22 basically go at his ex-employees at Fig Community World. That's Community and Fig Community, or back on Fig.
It's been months, many months, since the fat Munity girls mentioned me, right? If you remember, if you go back in time, you'll remember that I kind of held my tongue because a lot of information was coming to the surface about the fact that little baby T-Rell is $3 million in debt. Some stuff was coming to the surface for the first time, like the fact that, you know, his baby mother, Beyonce,
share this room, guys,
used to be selling her pussy. You know, that's it's not really up for debate.
Now,
What the hell was that?
he's bringing up shit about T-Rell's baby mother, about her selling the pussy. Meanwhile, the woman that he married, he has a game show with 10 dudes competing to fuck his wife with him. What part of the game is that?
Learn the rules.
You're calling him T-Rell, but yet you are soliciting the attention of another man in your bedroom with your wife. Why are you so... He spoke about this many times on his podcast. He has this desire to fuck his wife with another man. He wants to bring another man into his bedroom. He also was insinuating that he would entertain a transgender in the bedroom with his wife as well. He kept trying to push that on Lena. Lena was adamant about the no. She was not about it. Nonetheless, he's trying to have another man fuck his wife with him. He has a game show competing for this. So you're calling out folks and you're talking about T-Rell's baby mother was selling pussy. Meanwhile, you're actively selling your wife. You already sold her to Jason Love. You're still recovering from that, as we can see. Whack basically unpeeling the layers to Adam's delusion. Let's get into this, y'all.
Bankruptcy, the attempted bankruptcy. He actually tried to file bankruptcy and they wouldn't let him. The prostitution thing, not up for was in debt. Some stuff was coming to the surface for the first time, like the fact that, you know, his baby mother, Beyonce,
share this room, guys,
used to be selling her pussy. You know, that's it's not really up for debate. But bankrupt.
Now, according to your ideology, Adam,
We don't care.
Let me tell you, we don't care.
why would you care? Why would you care? You are in the adult industry, the adult sex industry. What are we talking about here?
Bankruptcy, the attempted bankruptcy. He actually tried to file bankruptcy and they wouldn't let him. The prostitution thing, not up for debate. This is real shit. But I held my tongue.
Remember what I said about porn? I'm like, porn is literally legal prostitution. You just add in the camera. The same shit. You just record it. You're making money off of selling your wife's pussy to other dudes. You're trying to bring another dude into the relationship with you. You have this repressed homosexuality going on with you, Adam. I'm calling it from now. He has been trying to invite men into the bedroom with him. He's trying to do this threesome with his wife so desperately. He tried the transgenders. Lena was like,
Hell no.
so he's just going for another dude in the room with him. It makes no sense. He's doing all sorts of freak shit, but he wants to judge other people and their lives and their sex. It makes no goddamn sense.
And as a result, they held their tongues too. So I haven't heard anything from them for a few months, right? It's pretty transparent that T-Rell is feeling a little bit uncomfortable with.
Now he's calling him T-Rell.
What?
What is that based off of? My nigga, you're the one that has 10 men competing to fuck your wife alongside with you. You're trying to turn your wife into a battery thing. Make it make sense out here. But you're calling him T-Rell? What is zestier?
The direction of his channel.
Oh yeah. Forgot, chat. I almost forgot. Shout out to the Americans. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all.
Right. Because in the last 3-4 episodes, they've yet to hit 100K. Their viewers, their live viewers, dipping low. I remember a time period when...
Now, he said that their last few episodes have not reached 100K.
Stop the cap.
You can go to their stats right now.
It's a total fabrication.
Let me pull up the stats as we watch this.
Back on Fig used to get 15K, 20K. They used to have random ass guests on, get, you know, big boost, a couple thousand extra live viewers. The people aren't stupid, T-Rell. The people aren't stupid. They see the direction that things are going. They see the fact that the fans are losing interest. You had more of an opportunity than almost anybody in the history of media to build something and to really captivate an audience. The first ever Shame on You episode on the Big Community World channel. 550K, 600K, something like that. Now you guys can't even hit 80K. Josh, let's roll the tape. Pull up.
Now, this is Cap. I am on their channel right now, and it says otherwise. All right, so live streams 2 days ago, back on Fig. We're tired of this weirdo dude. This was 2 days ago, 106,000 views. 12 days ago, 99,000 views. Fell short of 100,000 nonetheless. 2 weeks ago, 119,000 views. 3 weeks ago, 173,000 views. So he's just talking out of his ass right now. Complete fabrications, just trying to disparage their brand. You're trying to compete with your ex-employees. The fact that they have a brand this big, back on Fig, 131,000 subscribers. That's just back on Fig. Let me go to the other channels and see what we got here. These channels are very large channels. Figmunity just had a live performance with academics in New York. So they're pulling off these sold out live performances. He is, right now, what we're seeing right now is Adam22 knows that everybody around him is only around him for a check. He lost all of his friends in the business. He lost house phone for trying to out him for his sexual activity with a transgender. And that same transgender woman is now outing Adam22, saying that he was soliciting sexual attention from that transgender. So you outed your homeboy for many a years who helped you build the business just for some clout and some clicks, and guess what? You're being used by that same transgender. What are we doing out here?
Well, the Figmunity World YouTube channel right here. We have the Social Blade.
Receipts?
Social Blade never lies. Let's scroll down.
So this is just...
This man said Social Blade never lies.
Fucking lie!
It's a total fabrication.
Lie!
Stop the cap.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
All right, let me go to Social Blade. If you look at Social Blade, they get certain things right, obviously. They get the numbers right when it comes to the subscribers and your view count. When it comes to the earnings, I don't even have to pull up another Social Blade. This one right here tells you look at this, man. This is pathetic. This is how you know Social Blade gets everything wrong. I got to move the icon off the screen real briefly before we get into this. Let me move myself. It says that they are making somewhere between $571 to 9.1K per month. Now, clearly,
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
this estimated earnings is the biggest. What kind of gap is this? This is the $500 to 9,000. Leave it more ambiguous. What are you making? We don't know. And it's completely inaccurate. It does not factor in super chats. The person that rendered these stats was clearly
Who was on crack?
was on something. Why even make these type of guesses at the earnings? Just say we don't know, and move the fuck on. At the end of the day, when you see the earnings, I'm in poverty according to man. This is bullshit. Let's get into this, man.
Fig Beauty, you talk about
right. So keep in mind that
Fig, though, right?
Community and back on Fig already were doing their thing before they left.
Social Blade doesn't even get the ad revenue right. They don't factor in super chats, but if they just factored in the ad revenue based on the total views, they still don't get it right because they don't know how to accurately represent somebody's CPM or RPM. It's based on some arbitrary metric that they just put together and throw together, and it clearly is very inaccurate.
Jumper. So let's take a look at the massive success that the Figmunity World channel. Scroll down more.
Oh wow.
So right now we have the video views. Scroll down like one more blip.
I got data.
Okay, last 30 days, 2.2 million views on the whole channel. Last 30 days, No Jumper channel, like, we're kind of at a low spot right now, like 30 million views.
We don't care.
Let me tell you, we don't care.
When did this channel start? This channel is relatively new. You're competing with a relatively new channel, Figmunity World, that was created this year, with No Jumper that's been alive or been a brand forever. For like over a decade now. What are we talking about?
So we're about 15 times what you got going on here. In fact, our Clips channel alone has 4 or 5 times as many views as you guys are getting on this weak-ass channel. But if we scroll down a little bit here, we can see the high point back in July, June, when they were actually kind of doing some numbers, but shit has subsided. And when you look at the monthly gain subscribers, it paints an even more depressing picture. Hover over that last red dot there. 2,000 subscribers added in the month of October. So when they tell you that this is a growing business, that this is a growing platform, it's not. It's a shrinking platform. You guys may well have a month.
Now, this is the thing. These guys this is Figmunity World. This is one of 3 of their platforms. Everybody knows that everybody that does YouTube knows that there's quarters that are hotter than other quarters. There's quarters that you're killing it. You're getting a lot of subscribers, more views than usual. Then it kind of regresses to the mean and you got to build up your wave again. We know this shit. They're on the road. They're doing live shows right now. This is a disingenuous take. You are comparing them to their earlier in this year when they initially left No Jumper and they had that big boost of folks that came in. So of course it's going to be a lot of folks initially that are jumping on the bandwagon that left No Jumper to come see the channel, and then slowly it's going to kind of tailor off a little bit until they start picking up steam again. You know how it goes. You know how there's ebbs and flows to this shit. Adam22 was down dusty a few months ago, and he wasn't going to show these stats.
In the near future, where you don't gain any subscribers.
He went from talking about he's entirely too rich to be letting another man fuck his wife to, oh yeah, it's better for our financial situation to let Jason Love do this and we're making money and X, Y, and Z. All sorts of bullshit ass excuses.
Subscribers, because it would appear that a lot of people are unsubscribing as well. Presumably you're gaining some and then just losing some as well. Things are not going well. And keep in mind, you guys all left good paying full-time gigs at No Jumper to start this channel.
Now, what does this sound? This sounds salty. You sound salty as hell, my guy. What is this?
Just losing some as well. Things are not going well. And keep in mind, you guys all left good paying full-time gigs at...
Shut your bitch ass up before I get to talking shit about you.
So basically, these black men who established 3 brands, 3 successful channels, built the infrastructure, left your employment, became their own bosses. They have their whole group working together. Their actual friends that came up in the block, was it Figueroa? So it's like they're all from the same area. Well, not all of them. Most of them are. Well, the people on back on Figure from the same area. I don't know about when it comes to Adam and the rest of them, but they've been cool for a period of time. They've established their own brand. They left your brand. They're making more money, and you're trying to act like, oh, they left their job that was surefire money to be employees for you. You're salty about it. You have no more friends in the business. You only have employees. Everybody's silent. Flacco's cool with them on the other side. Flacco has not said a word. Flacco's building his brand off of your brand. Flacco's channel is very successful right now. If y'all look at Flacco's channel, how much subscribers does Flacco have? Flacco's killing it. You didn't make him sign a non-compete, so he's able to do whatever he wants. Your business structure is ass, and you're mad that their business structure is better. I'm reacting to Adam's video, and when I get to the back on Fig part, or AD's response and T-Rell's response, we're going to see a still image and no video. Why? Because they have Quarter Labs come and take the copyright claims and take all the money, the monetizations, every time somebody reacts to their video. So if somebody reacts to their video, they take that money. That's a part of their business strategy, their content strategy. And they also have ads. They have multiple sponsors for their podcast. But let's get back into this.
At No Jumper to start this channel that is already in shambles. You have no vision. You have no ideas.
Yeah, shout out to Jason Reels. You said you noticed that he's acting just like Pearl. That's facts. Talking about you have no vision, you have no ideas. My nigga, what are we talking about out here?
That's what you call winning? A nigga's nuts in your face? Man, I need to see what you call losing.
You have nothing besides copying No Jumper. And yesterday, let me just roll the audio of this fucking special needs student speaking on my channel. Listen.
Nigga, you just hating, feel me? That's why you ain't never gonna have no paper, ain't never gonna have no bitches, feel me?
Listen to this fucking handicapped, crippled motherfucker.
You niggas influential to me. In no form or fashion are you niggas influential to me. Nah. No form or fashion am I looking to you for anything. You know what I mean? I'm talking about no content. I'm not looking for no ideas. You niggas are not influencers to me. You niggas are not role models to me. You niggas are not nothing to me.
Oh, yeah, Brett.
I don't look at nobody for nothing. I need everybody, especially you, to get off my dick. Copy my whole flow.
Sorry, those sound effects were added in by somebody from the Reddit. Now, of course, I was busy all day yesterday. I didn't even get...
Can they come back for their job?
No. That door has closed.
Okay, go ahead.
And
closed.
my wrath for AD has subsided in many ways because, you know, I figured that if he had some real venom to get off his chest, he probably would have done so yesterday, and I didn't feel like he's really got that energy for the 22 string anymore. So I'm going to let the AD thing go. It feels like even when Pun and T-Rell are turning up right by...
Now, clearly...
Stop the cap.
Said you're going to let the AD thing go, and then you proceed to say this.
Decide that he's not really going for it. And to be honest with you, me and AD kind of had like the realest friendship out of anyone in this whole thing.
That was big, Adam.
And I feel like AD has kind of been humbled by this whole experience more than...
What?
The man just gave you credit. That was big, Adam. And then you say, oh, now he was humbled by this experience. Who in the fuck does this guy think he is? He really thinks he's some sort of slave master on a ranch or something, where everybody needs to be humbled and underneath him. Oh, these guys better be crawling back into their job to master because they're in poverty all of a sudden. These black idiots don't know how to structure a business, so they're gonna have to come back under my wing. That's what he's basically saying out here. He called T-Rell a special needs student. He called him handicapped. You got to take in the details when it comes to Adam22. Clearly, Adam22 is...
Who was on crack?
He's on some of that shit. He's on something. He is on something.
...than anything else. Because the truth is that as long as AD lives, he's always going to be reminded of the fact that he left No Jumper and doesn't really have much to show for it, you know? And so AD will be spared from my wrath today.
Do you hear this, idiot? AD has been humbled, and he will forever live with the fact that he left No Jumper and has nothing to show for it. But he will be spared of your wrath?
Stay off the weed. Who are you, Snoop Dogg in a green room? I mean, what the hell is going on?
But when it comes to T-Rell, what he just said in that clip, I mean, there has been times where I maybe lost a little bit of faith in our audience when I felt like they were siding with the ops, and it kind of upset me and made me realize that maybe I had cultivated a fan base that wasn't necessarily as perceptive as I would have liked for them to be.
Yo, this guy's an absolute idiot. If you read the comments in the comment section of this video alone, they are absolutely exactly what he's describing his fan base of. They were siding with the ops, the quote unquote ops. They're seeing it logically. He's trying to diminish their level of intelligence by saying, or for them to see it logically and rationally. If they are not siding with you, Adam, you built this brand based on who you had here, the content that you put out, the interview quality that you put out, not for people loving your character, your principles, your morals, or your lack of integrity. Because you ain't got that. What are we talking about out here?
I'm about to add it hoe out.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
But I cannot imagine that there's any significant percentage of the fans who are watching right now or who will observe this rant on YouTube.
I'm going to pull up the comment section. Following this rant, we're going to listen to this rubbish. Then I'm going to pull up the comment section. So he's trying to act like his fans are above it. Oh, they see it clearly. No, they see it clearly, but not the way you want them to see it. They are siding with the others. They see you as a delusional, ego-tripping, narcissistic prick. That's what they see you as. That's the way they describe you in the comment section. They ain't fucking with this at all. They're like, why can't you let this go? You are mad at your ex-employees, your old friends that you let go, that you tried to play for the clout, and now you're mad that nobody really fucks with you, and you know everybody around you is just collecting a bag and propelling their own brand. They don't fuck with you like that.
Dude, who in any way are fallen for what T-Rell said in that clip. Because the idea that he hasn't been influenced by me and No Jumper, my friend, you do not do anything outside of the realm of what you learned at No Jumper. You have no ideas. You are not a businessman. You do not bring anything new to the table besides copying what No Jumper does.
Now, this is the problem, Adam.
You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
You didn't handle your business right. You didn't make them sign a non-compete or any of that. You allowed them to take everything that they learned from No Jumper, apply it to their own brand and more. So right now you're salty as shit. You have Flacco establishing his own brand outside of your platform as well with his own podcast and his own uploads. He'd be running the news before he gets to No Jumper. Flacco will have all the news uploaded on his channel, run it up to 100,000, and then speak about the same thing on No Jumper, and the views be dusty as fuck. So what are we talking about? Adam's mad because he's not handling his business proper. Over there at Fig Community World, back on Fig Community, they're handling their business proper. They have multiple sponsors for all of their shows. So you're just looking at the numbers and you're pocket watching. You're using Social Blade, something that you know is trash and doesn't actually represent the money well, to try to give this fraudulent outtake to your fan base. Like, what are we doing out here?
You started doing the news. News was doing pretty good at first. I think they were hitting 100K on the news.
RT the brand says Flacco actually talks clearly on his channel. I noticed the speech progression unlike Fresh's. And this is the problem with everybody on YouTube. This is the problem with the viewers. Come on, man. I thought y'all were better than that. When you see Flacco on No Jumper, you're seeing Flacco live, where he's forced to speak and get the sentences all the way out. There's no jump cut. So when he's at home recording his pre-uploads, he's speaking, he's stuttering, but he's cutting the clip and he's doing it again. There is no progression in his speech. Have you heard him live? Have you heard the man live?
What the hell was that?
It's not even, it's just the way he speaks. He has a speech impediment. He needs to fix that.
Now they're bringing out their A-listers. They were trying to trot out randoms on the news for a while.
Now, you can tell y'all don't make content. That's why I always laugh at the audience. I always laugh at the audience. I'm like, yo, come on, man. The way content is created is much different. When you're doing if I did nothing but pre-uploads or pre-edits on my uploads, I could sound like the most intelligent person of all time because all the bullshit, all the fat that you got to trim out when you're speaking live gets trimmed out. All the stuttering moments you can redo until it's fresh. Shout out to Wild Seed with the $50 and whatever currency that is. I can't remember. Shout out to you. Wild Seed said, I got you on my speakers in the living room. Get this motherfucker. Great commentary. Shout out to Wild Seed with the $50 of whatever currency that is. I can't keep track of these currencies, but shout out to you.
I'm getting rich.
All right, so that's 449 American. Shout out to Wild Seed also being a member for 5 months.
I'm getting rich.
Y'all join the members. We're going to have a members only stream shortly. We have a lot of content. I've been off because I've been sick, so we have a lot of content piled up. Let's get it, y'all.
How they bringing out the A-listers, even when they got T-Rell and what's his fucking name? My 600-pound life, the potato head guy.
My 600-pound life, the potato head guy?
What?
How are you saying that when you have Snorlax sitting right next to you? What are we talking about? Who is this guy? And then Viaflaco's losing weight and shit. But it's like, come on, man. You got heavy set fellers in your goddamn establishment too, and you're calling them my 600-pound lives? Like, what are we doing out here?
Learn the rules.
Folks always make digs and disses that are directly applicable to themselves or folks around them. It makes no goddamn sense.
Even when they got my 600-pound life and Broke Rel hosting the news, that shit doing 30K. You don't think that they see that? You don't think that they realize where this trend is going? Because this trend is going down. You guys are not moving. All of y'all together cannot compete with my motherfucking Clips channel. And when they talk about having original ideas, how we're not influential to them. You know what I saw a clip of yesterday? I saw a clip of this dusty ass, disgruntled, LARPing as a rich motherfucker, but he's really a broke bitch living off his girl. I seen his ass saying that he was gonna copy Dejan Paul's report card. You're not taking Dejan Paul's report card because you got nothing to offer. You got no musical taste.
What in the fuck is this guy talking about?
Shut your bitch ass up before I get to talking shit about you.
Shout out to TaylorMade with the $5 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
TaylorMade says, Happy Thanksgiving giving to LTTV and chat. Thought I was going to fix that typo for you? Nope. Shout out to TaylorMade. TaylorMade says, Happy Thanksgiving to LTTV and chat. Happy Thanksgiving to you, TaylorMade. Let's get it.
Got no knowledge about what's going on in the musical world. My man brought something new to the table. You're calling him an employee. I look at him as a smart young entrepreneur who's taking his business to a different level and being able to shine a different level of light.
Thank you, Adam.
On his report card, on his podcast, on his magazine, A Day in LA. I look at Dejan as somebody who's smart and taking advantage of an opportunity that he had while also building his own platform on the side.
Exactly.
Now you're saying that you're just going to copy him, further cementing the fact that you do not have an original idea in your entire half-paralyzed body, Broke Rel. And keep in mind, like they had what, like 3-4 months. I was actually, I wouldn't say I was nervous, but I was at least a little excited yesterday. You know, I'm shooting porn. I'm really like getting my bread. I'm doing interviews yesterday. All day I'm in here. I'm in here 8 hours yesterday. And it slowly becomes apparent, like, oh, they're going to talk about me on their fucking podcast today. Now, I didn't see it because I'm not going to watch a fucking 4-hour back on fit.
That's facts, Ace. Everything he says makes no goddamn sense. It's good to build on the side until you actually leave the platform and unfriend Adam22 because he's violating you on the platform. He makes no goddamn sense. Adam, we got to get Adam the fuck out of here.
Get him out of here. He's got no place in here. Get rid of him. Okay.
Adam has been reeling ever since he threw his friends under the bus. When the money was getting tight, the budget was getting tight, he didn't know how he's going to pay folks and upkeep the overhead and all the expenses that he has. He started throwing his friends, his associates, his employees under the bus one by one until he had no more friends left. And now he's in this space of just perpetual, just lostness. He's just lost at this point. He is lost. He's in a space of when you hear Whack 100 call him out on the platform, let's get into this, man.
In a 3-hour community. I'm sorry, I just don't really have the time to do this sort of thing. But I'm assuming that anything good, anything that's worth rising to the surface is going to get...
Wild Sea, that is a great question. If you gift memberships, the membership ends at the end of the month unless the person themselves renews it. So you don't have to pay for no renewal of somebody's membership. That'll be some fuck shit. If you gift the membership and you got to upkeep it, well, ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
But shout out to you.
Posted in the No Jumper Reddit. Now, It is possible that the No Jumper Reddit has just completely let me down and that they had some bombshells that never got posted. But from my perspective, you just had 3 or 4 months to think of something good to say about me, and the only thing that you can think of is to take this completely arbitrary metric of live viewers, which, by the way, is one of the easiest metrics to fake. On the internet, everybody knows live viewers, easy to fake. Buying views and shit, a little bit more tricky. I've seen it before. I've had conversations with Destiny where he told me about the percentage of people in his world who are buying fake live viewers and shit. It's actually astonishing.
On IG too.
And I'm not even going with that right now because I'm not gonna eat.
Okay, so first you were saying their numbers weren't adding up and the numbers weren't reaching 100K. We quickly disproved that. Now you're saying that because the numbers are adding up, they're fake numbers, but you said the numbers weren't adding up and reaching 100K and y'all are irrelevant, and you pulled up the Social Blade and showed how their numbers are falling off. Now you're saying the numbers are fake? Make it make goddamn sense. What the hell is going on out here?
Even try to focus on something I can't prove. Because I can't prove that they're faking live viewers, even though it would appear to me when I observe what's going on, when I look at the number of live viewers on their content and then the number of live viewers on our premieres, and I see the fact that within 24 hours, it's super, super obvious and apparent that our...
Shout out to Artichoke Heart with the $10 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Artichoke Heart says, Adam hasn't been right since he let his wife get black. That is facts. That is facts. There's even a point where Whack 100 is like, yo, you haven't been the same since your wife got fucked. And he's like, I haven't thought about that in weeks. He's like, nigga, that happened months ago. What are we talking about out here? Like,
our shit is performing much, much better. Okay, you have a little bit better of a live audience. You're really comparing apples to oranges. Because like yesterday, just for example, we were premiering a Crip Mac episode at the same exact time the Bag on Fig went live, right? When I looked, I saw...
When you looked, we also...
We don't care.
Let me tell you,
we don't care.
Stop trying to compete with your ex-employees on an established brand of a decade plus when they just came out with this brand this year and they're establishing themselves. You look like an idiot. You sound salty. You look like you're hating. Their numbers are adding up. Say, okay, they're not yours per se, but it's like, come on, what are we doing out here?
4,500 live viewers of a premiere of a Crip Mac interview. Now, we've had Crip Mac on the show.
Now, shout out to Wild Seed with the 1 gifted membership.
I'm getting rich.
Now that membership went to RT the brand. RT is a known contrarian. RT is just a contrarian. He doesn't deserve this shit. God damn it, RT. You gotta go to the membership screen and buy that shit yourself, my nigga. Get it out the mud, you goddamn hater. Nah, I'm just fucking with you, RT. Shout out to RT the brand with the membership. Shout out to Wild Seed for the gifted membership. Let's get back into this, y'all.
No, maybe like 20 times. It's like, it's not anything new to people on our channel. Obviously, we always enjoy having him on. Great content every time. He's always funny. But it was a premiere. And the clips of the premiere, every single second of that interview had already been released on YouTube and done whatever, maybe 100,000, 150,000 average on those clips. They're comparing the views on the premiere, the viewers on the premiere, which we had maybe 4,500 watching Crip Mac, and then on their stream they had 6,500. Motherfucker, who cares? Already the Crip Mac interview has more views than your stream from last night. And again, each clip had already been premiered on the channel. So when you're trying to claim a W by saying, oh, there was more people watching the live stream than there was for our premiere of a piece of content that wasn't even live, I mean, I feel like you're really not doing an efficient job of making the point that you think that you're making. Because if you want to go dollar for dollar,
don't do that.
T-Rell, you don't want to go dollar for dollar.
Don't do that.
Because you in the red, my boy. You living off your bitch, my boy. You ain't got a nickel to your name, my boy. We just ran your ass off the block. R.I.P. Sorella, that shit gone.
Now, to put it in perspective, Adam22 is competing with views that are relative to his own, that are pretty close, but he's competing. Adam22's No Jumper podcast has 4.68 million subscribers. 4.68 million. Figmunity World, one of their 3 channels, has 122,000 subscribers. 122,000. Back on Fig has 131,000. And then what do we have next? We have Community Clips is the 3rd channel. I got to pull that up too. It's like, why are you competing with channels that were created this year and they're doing relative numbers to yours? You're not making your channel or yourself look any better. You're making them look better.
No more tube tops are getting sold on the block.
So
the 22ster wants in. If a tube top gets sold on the block, I want my fucking cut.
You a crazy ass.
If a back on Fig t-shirt gets sold on Melrose, the 22ster is here with Desto Dub by my side and Brick Baby right there with the Smith & Wesson, and we want our fucking cut. We ran your ass off the block. You got nothing to offer.
So you saying you back on Melrose?
We back on Melrose, and we ran your scary ass off the block. Let me tell you something. Let me take my motherfucking hoodie up.
Shut your bitch ass up before I get to talking shit about you.
Don't worry, Ace. We got the responses from AD and T-Rell. We got both of them.
Cause this shit, I'm getting a little hot over here. Yeah.
Oh, as I was checking the numbers before, Community Clips, AD's channel at 166,000 subscribers.
Yeah, you full of shit, bro.
I gotta do this for the people. Let me tell you what it is.
Real, this is funny. I'm not agreeing, but he's funny as hell.
Let me tell you what it is. You want to compare live viewers? Let me give you some other metrics that we can compare. How about this? How about we go bank account for bank account?
Big bank take little bank?
Big bank take little bank. If I
Bro, you're selling your wife.
We don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
You're selling your wife on these porn goddamn corn. I gotta say corn websites. She's getting blacked. You have a game show, 10 men competing to fuck her. You weren't talking about this big bank, little bank show money before you were selling your wife. And now you're trying to use that as an insult for what T-Rell's baby mother used to do in the past. Like, what are we talking about out here?
I guarantee you, if I look at T-Rell's bank account, it's going to be Comedy Central, bro. Because
that shit bomity, blood.
This motherfucker is down bad.
Now, Brian Alexander said, I thought Flacco and Sharp were cool with AD and them. You see Flacco. Flacco's yawning right now. Flacco's in there like, man.
We don't care.
Let me tell you, Flacco's in there like,
I'm getting rich.
This nigga's collecting a bag. He's doing collabs with them. He hasn't said a word disparaging about them. He's just sitting there chilling. Oh, shout out to Wild Seed with the fifth. What currency is that? Can you clear that up for me? I can't remember which currency that is. It's $50 and your currency is like $5 American. Shout out to you, Wild Seed, for that super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Wild Seed said she will gift 5 members next live. Shout out to Wild Seed for the 5 gifted members next live and the $5 super chat. Y'all got to stop milking Wild Seed's generosity and get your own memberships. We have 99-cent memberships for the chat squad. Y'all need to get that. Shout out to everybody that's joined the membership. Shout out to everybody that hit the like button. The like's free. The likes are free. But shout out to Wild Seed. Let's get it.
He's down bad. The money that he's making from YouTube each month is barely covering the interest on the amount of debt that he's carrying around. When I watch him on Back of Fig, when I was watching these clips, all I could see was the $3 million in debt resting on his shoulders, dragging him down. You only got one arm. You don't got the strength to carry that kind of load, my friend.
Pause.
We're doing numbers that you...
Stick together. Pause. Knows he can have it. Pause. You see what I do when I got the rock. Pause.
Let me just put this in real quick.
This is Daniel, by the way.
They have not said anything to contribute to the conversation until they just like, hey, yo, pause. Only thing they said.
Couldn't fucking imagine in every regard, in every realm. You do not want to compete against us. And the truth is, let me tell you, this is how we do it.
He's saying us, Adam22, look around. It's just you. It's just you. They're not going back and forth. You're not going to see Flacco and Snorlax get in and engage into a beef with AD and them. It's not going to happen. So what are we talking about out here?
I wanted to make sure we got the most viewers possible. Here's what I do. Because you said my guys versus your guys. You put your guys on camera, I put my guys on camera. If I sit down and I do a live episode with Sharp and WAG 100, we're doing over 10,000 live viewers. If I sit down with, I don't know, Crit Mac and WAG 100, we're doing over 10,000 live viewers. Easy. If I sit down with Brick and WAG, over 10,000. Easy. Easy. The reason why we don't do our content live is because we're about our bread, which might be foreign to you because you're all ego.
Now, the reason why you don't do it live, because you've made errors in the past where you couldn't edit it out. You put your foot in your mouth. It's smoother to do a pre-upload. You're getting the most revenue out of the pre-upload or the pre-edits. Why do I keep saying pre-uploads? The uploads, the full-length uploads that you're premiering, you get more money from the AdSense than you do when you do a live stream, because you have to get the live stream reviewed for monetization purposes a lot of the times, when you can do that prior on the uploads. The thing is, you don't get super chats, Adam. Your fan base don't fuck with you like that, so you don't get super chats. So that's why you would rather just upload instead of go live. We're back on Fig Community Clips and Fig Community World. They get super chats. Shout out to Jimmy James with the $5 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Adam looks like he hasn't bathed since he's left his mother's womb. Jesus Christ. Yo, you hear Lena complaining about this guy's you know what? I didn't want to say anything about that, but you hear Lena complaining about this dude's hygiene. And he's always trying to solicit a third woman into the bedroom with them to have these threesomes while not taking care of his hygiene. And now he wants now he wants a man. He has 10 dudes competing to fuck his wife with him. So he wants a man to enter the bedroom with him. Meanwhile, the hygiene. Yuck. What are we doing?
You're not a businessman.
Also.
Stick together.
Pause. You love the ego of having a bunch of live viewers, but the truth is that y'all don't make any money off the live viewers. And I know this for a fact. I know that your YouTube works the same as my YouTube, because I remember when AD, who I already said I wasn't going to diss, but this is just a fun fact. I remember when he kicked the two cuz off his channel, part of the reason why was because they wanted money. They wanted to get paid. I remember AD telling me he was making $500 a live stream. Live viewers on YouTube don't pay you very well. So y'all can do the math of how much these guys are really bringing in. It's not a whole lot. They don't have enough money to pay additional people. I got like 20 or 30 fucking...
No, Adam, this is some filthy work. You know this is filthy.
Stop the cap.
You need to stop lying through your goddamn teeth.
Oh, yes. The camera loves your nastiness.
This is the nastiest piece of pocket watching I've ever seen in my life. You are basically guessing. A terrible guess. You're not even guessing. You're just putting this out there on these folks. Oh, you can't afford to do this. The business seems like it's running well. They are doing well. They're facilitating live shows. They are doing well. You're coming out here hating because you want them to provide how much they're making. You really want to see, you want some insight. You're salty that they're able to leave and facilitate a business and have their families doing well while they're prosperous. You're mad and you're salty. So you're like, I can't believe it. I need to see the numbers. How are these guys sustaining this level of success without me? You sound salty. You look stupid. Your fan base ain't buying it. I'm going to have to pull up the comment section after I get through this. But let me actually play through some of this and let me play the responses. I have to stop Adam a lot because he's lying through his teeth, especially about the business of YouTube. Nigga, lying through his goddamn teeth about these live viewers. The RPM is higher on live streams than it is on the pre-uploads, but you kind of do collect more in the ad revenue. But it is a nuanced conversation that we got to get into, and you got to stop the pocket watching.
Employees who are getting full-time salaries from me. Want to know why? Because I'm a man, and you're a little boy. You ain't on my level.
This nigga is.
Because a man can take care of his family. A man doesn't have to run to Colonel Sanders, a.k.a. Leather, to take care of the bills.
I'm sorry, didn't you sell your wife's pussy to take care of the family? Like, I gotta hit this buzzer all the time. What are we talking about? A man takes care of his family, but you're selling Lena. What do we...
A man doesn't have to ask his girl if he could borrow the credit card so that he can go hit up gallery department and buy some pants with the tag on the bottom with the Levi's and all that.
How about saying this? How about you can say a man does not allow his wife to get fucked by another man for some money and some clout? All this, a man doesn't do this. How about you go to the most simplified... You know what? Let's get back into this, man.
T-Rell, you are a broke dude LARPing as a millionaire. You didn't even own that house. You didn't even own that house until like a year and a half ago, right? You were coming on the podcast making everybody believe that you actually had an elevator in your crib when you were renting it. And then you finally managed to figure out something where you got, 4.5 mortgages at the same time so that you could buy it. And now you're stuck paying this insane mortgage with a ridiculous interest rate. And on top of that, you remember when your store flooded? You remember how you never reopened? Even though Tyga gave you 10 grand, me and Lena each gave you $1 grand. You know what happens if my store floods? You know what happens if I have to pay, $20, $30, $40,000 worth of repairs? I do it the next day. The next day I cut the check. We get the shit fixed. You left your store closed for a year and a half. That's your legacy on Melrose.
We don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
And honestly, that's sad. It's sad that you're at this point in your life, you're 40, and you couldn't get the fucking water damage fixed in your spot because you had the wrong insurance. Because you're not smart enough, you're not a businessman to actually stay on top of the shit that you're building. So,
the hypocrisy's killing me right now. I can't take it. I gotta stop this. Like, what are we doing out here? Says you, my nigga. Like, what the fuck is going...
Say all that to say that I didn't hear almost anything of note last night on the stream. I didn't hear anything that actually seemed worth responding to. So I'm going to keep all the shit that I have in the tuck in terms of just like additional firepower, in terms of additional shit that I could say that would make you look like a fucking idiot. I'm going to keep that in the tuck. Because the truth is that you guys got snakes in your circle, and I got people who've given me receipts about how you guys actually feel about your business and how disappointed you are and how well it's doing and how you know that No Jumper's killing it. I got the receipts. I got screenshots of conversations of your dumbasses revealing this to people who then sent me the fucking screenshots without me even having to ask for it. So I don't know if there's really a lot more to say because, to be honest, at this point, me talking about them benefits them way more than it benefits me. And the truth is that, we just have a lot of good stuff going on. And I don't think they could say the same. So that's why they're getting out their pocket and, trying to talk about No Jumper so they can finally get some fucking views. But...
All right, man, I've had enough.
Get him out of here. He's got no place in here. Get rid of him. Okay.
This guy's just lying through his teeth. He's been poking at them forever. You're mad at their success. You keep bringing them up and then acting like they're bringing you up. They have their own relevant topics, their own guests, their own storylines, their own shows outside of their live streams. This guy's full of shit. This guy couldn't keep his business afloat naturally. That's why he had to keep doing the porn shit. Like, what are we talking about? I am convinced this guy's on crack. I am convinced. To the point where I'm not even saying allegedly. I'm convinced this guy's on some sort of substance. He's on something. And if he wants to sue me, here's the full name.
Here is my name. Claudio Rafael Silva Landim. My full name.
Yo. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Yo, Fatty, explain this. Hold on. Let me switch the let me switch the subject real quick. Fatty, whose dumbass idea was it to do this? What the hell is this?
Here is my name. Claudio Rafael Silva Landim. My full name.
What the hell was that?
Why does this dude sound like he's breaking down crying, giving his full name, doxing himself. What the hell was that?
Crying to me, and I'm not.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo, you thought we didn't catch that, fat man. He probably ain't seeing this, but I'm going to have to clip this up for this nigga. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
I'm going to turn this spigot of clout off, and you guys are going to have to figure it out on your own, because I'm not impressed. You didn't bring one good argument to the table. You didn't make any points. And I don't know. Yeah, let me get Parliament. I don't know if I got anything else to say. Thank you, my guy. At times like this.
Hey, man.
Sure.
I don't want to miss out on any blessings of mine, focusing on no haters or no negative shit. That's how I'm feeling this holiday season. It's the holiday season.
It's
I don't
the
want to miss out
holiday
on,
season.
Right. I'm not missing out on none of it.
Yep, it's the holiday season. This guy's not missing out on none of that Thanksgiving. Like, what are we talking about? This nigga's thinking about food. He's not thinking about no beef outside of the beef on the plate. What are we talking about out here?
My blessings, because great things have been happening for me, for the people around me. That's what I'm focused on.
You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is wake up and say
this
thank
shit
you,
is,
man. You hear what I'm saying?
You gotta be grateful. The gratitude you talked about earlier. But I'm glad you got that off your chest, Adam, and you had a whole bunch of quotables in there, and I can't wait to download the Reddit app on my phone again and sign up again and see what's going on.
Make a full breakdown of this.
Oh yeah, you
motherfucker. Of course you would. I don't mind that. But listen,
you see that? Nobody's really participating in the commentary when it comes to disparaging the platforms of the individuals that used to work there, because they know deep down inside they're like, we don't really fuck with you like that, Adam. We could be next when we leave. They know that. So they're all quiet. Flacco's like, I'm going to do a full breakdown on this, because Flacco's coming for them views. Flacco's going to give an impartial breakdown because he don't fuck with Adam like that. He still fucks with both of them. So we already know what's going to happen.
Oh, yes. The camera loves your nastiness.
This is the only, like, probably the final thing that I'll say is, fuck, I already lost it. Where was it?
Nah, that's not Uncle Fatty. That's Team Fatty. Uncle Fatty, I'm pretty sure Uncle Fatty's a different person. That was Team Fatty we were listening to say this.
Here is my name, Claudio Rafael Silva Landim. My full name, I'll write it on the back. This is my ID number. Why don't you go to the cops? Do it.
Man said, why don't you go to the cops? Now this is, you know, that's a whole nother subject for another show. I'm going to get back into that, but we got a lot of fuckery to cover today.
I had it loaded up right in front of my brain. Never mind. But
you said this is your last time talking about it.
I mean, I'm not saying this is my last time talking about it, but I'm not going to, like, if they went on the same rant that they went on last night, I'm not responding again, because what the fuck am I going to say? It's just boring. It's like, they pick this one random metric of the live viewers. We don't even go live. The news is the only thing that we do live. It's not like what I'm competing on. You know, these guys are all ego, no business sense. And, you know,
Adam loves to project. He loves to have insults that are directly applicable to himself. He's talking about it's all ego, no business sense. If you weren't all ego and all business sense, you wouldn't be complaining about them establishing themselves on another platform, because you would have had them under a non-compete. You wouldn't be salty right now. You would not be salty.
From my perspective, it's just like, bro, your shit is shrinking, and you're not going to bring it back to its former prosperity by saying boring-ass takes about us.
I think they sent some bots into the chat.
What you mean?
Yeah, that's all right.
With the L's.
Nah, that was a viral moment. This is
everybody knows it's true, bro. Because, all right, you want to know something depressing? Is last night I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm going to hit up the Back on Fig Reddit. I'm going to see what they think of this. Crickets. Shit. This is what you thought that these dudes were waiting for all these fucking months. And then you finally do it. You finally unload on me. And nobody got anything to say. Nobody...
Whoa. Pause, bro. Whoa, unload what?
Stick together. Pause. Knows he can have it. Pause. You see what I do when I got the rock. Pause.
Let me just put this in real quick.
This is Daniel, by the way.
Fucking cares, because it was so weak.
I'm about to start doing battles on Bigo. On Bigo. I should battle somebody from over there.
Bigo?
That's the shit where all the shit pop up on the screen.
You can do all whatever friendly, fun guy stuff. You didn't see him trying to throw shade on you in the chat?
Bro, listen to this. Motherfuckers don't match my energy, bro.
Let's start there. Listen, I was privy to every gangster thing that all these dudes ever done in their whole goddamn life. I heard them talk about all this shit. Y'all ain't a Brick Baby. Let me just tell you that. Because Brick Baby don't even tell me the shit that he's done in his life. I got to hear about it from other people, or I fucking accidentally overhear conversations and shit. This motherfucker left me with my jaw dropped the other day because I overheard something him and Desto were talking about. My jaw was dropped.
Oh, on the way to the when we were about to leave.
If I knew about that shit before we started working together, I might have thought twice. You're a crazy motherfucker. I'm just gonna say that. This is a crazy dude right here, and I'm not here to pit Crips against Crips and decide who's the most gangsters. Not my fucking job. Not my lane. But let me just say, I liked it. This is what I was gonna say before. I liked it when they were just talking tough. Because that to me was hilarious. Because it's like, oh, so I'm out here killing y'all with words, and then you're just going to say that you're going to beat me up. I seen a clip last night where my 600-pound life was doing his thing again, just talking about how tough he was, how he was going to beat me up, rah, rah, rah. And AD, to his credit, using his words, getting a little bit better on the mic, he said, well, how come you ain't done nothing to him yet? That's what AD said.
You see how he always tries to shit on AD? He tried to say earlier in this he'll leave AD alone, and then he was shitting on him, trying to say he humbled him and blah blah blah, and he has nothing outside of No Jumper. Now he's trying to say, oh, he's getting better on the mic because he can't speak. He's just this dumbass black guy that you thought they were. You thought they were a bunch of dumb niggas with no business acumen that could do nothing outside of you. That's what you thought, and it didn't go that way, and now you're salty.
And AD is getting sick of hearing my 600-pound life brag about how tough he is. So on Sunday, I put it on my story bright and early in the morning. I'm going to be at the store all fucking day. I was standing out on Melrose, one of the most public streets in Los Angeles. I was out on the block for 3 fucking hours, standing there smoking cigarettes, chilling, waiting for something to pop off. Nothing popped off. So what am I waiting for? Do I just have to wait forever?
That ain't even a space where something can pop off. We not even giving a nigga no action at popping off right there.
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
our block right there. That's that. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker better come respectful. Or welcome to No Jumper on Melrose. Would you like a t-shirt? You know what I mean? That's what you better be coming in there.
Nah, for real though.
What the hell was that?
Now, I hope y'all caught that. Brick Baby, you're a goddamn idiot. You know the cops watch your shows, you dumb. This is what's wrong with these. This is what's wrong with these goddamn idiots. I understand that the cops watch my streams, so the cops watch your streams. There's cops in these streams. Some of your subscribers, some of your followers, they're cops. They understand when you say some dumbass shit like this. They understand what you just said. Are you that dumb? They're listening to this right now at the precinct like, yeah.
Gotcha, bitch.
Like, what are we talking about out here? Why would you say this?
Even giving a nigga no action at popping off right there.
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
our block right there. That's that. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker better come respectful or welcome to No Jumper on Melrose. Would you like a t-shirt? You know what I mean?
Oh, shut up, nigga.
Now, some of y'all in the audience are lost, but street niggas and cops, they understand the same lingo because cops are investigating and constantly listening to street niggas talk. All street niggas understood what the fuck this guy just said. They all understood what he said. Like, you gotta be smarter than this, man. You can't be this goddamn stupid.
That's what you better be coming in there.
Nah, for real though. They could pull up. They could cop a shirt.
You know what I mean? That's about whatever. You know what I mean? Anything else? You know what I mean?
I got on one of the shirts right now. Snakes
I got
and
on the
grass
hoodie.
tee.
We putting on for the team.
And you're doing a terrible job playing it off too. Like, what are we doing out here? We know what you were inferring. This is some dusty behavior. Like, y'all need to.
Yes, the camera loves your nastiness.
Stop it. Get some help.
Hey, and I'm not gonna lie. A lot of times I don't really, I don't tell the graphic designer what I want on the shirts or anything. But that shirt right there, you see what's happening on that shirt?
Would you guys details?
The grass is getting cut and the snakes are getting shown. That was my request.
Oh yeah.
I had to sit down with the graphic designer. I said,
for
listen,
this one?
I got a special request.
Okay.
I need the grass being cut.
You got on the shirt. They talk about you.
I need the snakes
right?
being shown. I don't know if they picked up on it. It's kind of a complicated metaphor for them and everything. But I don't know. I feel like that's all I really wanted to get off my chest.
Yeah, but nobody can throw shade. Like, I'm not even trying to even diss nobody or nothing like that. Like,
because we don't got to do all that.
We're different. like when it comes to the street, we play different aspects anyway. So you know what I mean? Like it's not even that. Like you know what I mean? Like it's levels to the pyramid.
Let me ask you though, Adam. This whole back on Fig community debacle, was this more challenging to you than the Dame Dash episodes and that whole situation? Because I used to watch, just a fan at home, watching you and Dame Dash have those debates on camera.
I mean,
is this just as serious? Or?
The difference between Dame Dash, even though, like, to be honest, he's not my favorite person to debate with because he very rarely ends up debating with you about, like, the shit that is actually, like you ask him a question and he just starts talking about some other shit. And to me, that's kind of boring. But at the end of the day, I do respect Dame as a debater. One of the most telling things that T-Rell said when he was doing that academics podcast, which I still haven't seen the whole thing. I only seen the 2-minute clip that somebody sent me that I responded to at Disneyland. But the one thing that he said that really stood out to me was just, he goes, I'm not an academics. I can't go back and forth with words. And I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't know you knew that. Like, I thought that you could go back and forth with words and that you were just waiting. But when I heard his attempt, thank you, at going at me, I was like, damn, this dude really can't joust. You will never be a top podcaster if you can't go at other podcasters and do battle with your words.
I'll never forget when we was doing my first interview at No Jumper at the old studio, and we was having a conversation about LA rap, and we was talking about Blast, and I was talking about Blast's sound, and I said that, Blast sound is redundant. And he said, he's not redundant. His sound isn't redundant. It's just repetitive. And that always stuck with me. And like, bro, that's a synonym, but yeah, to echo your point.
You fucked him up with that. You gotta break that down for him. What's the synonym now?
Oh shit! I mean, come on.
And I'm a real one. Like,
that's not a synonym.
I'm not taking their W's away from them.
Got the same meaning.
They've had some W's. Like literally, the Back on Fig channel has had some W's over the past couple months. They got the Schoolboy Q interview. It got like 900K. Like removing the fact that I don't appreciate the fact that they always paint these stupid fucking narratives about me or whatever. Hey, I'm proud of you. You got a good interview off. Now if you want to be like me, you got to do that like every week. You want to be like Sharp. You want to be like us. Do that every week. Do that all the fucking time. But when you do a podcast by yourself, you're getting 60K. Sorry, Brick. You're getting 60K. You're not getting 900K.
Hey, I'm glad that he knows that, though. That's crazy. You've been in L.A. too long. For a white boy to
the
say
marathon continues.
Yeah,
we out here, Brick.
Yeah. The marathon continues, man.
But the most telemetric, though, right? That I feel like you should be happy about, like, is everybody, who comes there, like, their fame rises and their, like, for example, on my channel when I came out, I was at like 20, right? And No Jumper has helped me, to like at least like build something, right, where you feel me, I can feed, like my mom, my family, right? So, like,
see, shout out to Flacco. Flacco's the only one to understand the bigger picture out here. You should be happy. You should be happy that somebody affiliated and associated with your brand is able to get their own brand at that level off of the association with your brand. You were able to ascend and propel a group of individuals. You shouldn't be turning this into a salty thing. This should have been a happy departure. You kind of played them for the clout and the views. They forgave you. They moved on amicably. They had their own brand. They're doing their own thing. They weren't starting all the beef. Adam was throwing all the shots. So you should be happy. The same way Flacco's saying, look, I'm doing well. Everybody associated, we're all coming up. That's what you should be focused on, the positive to all of this. But he wants to start some sort of war and some sort of beef when he gets his numbers up. He was always salty when they left initially and their numbers were killing it and he was dusting it up. So the second he got his numbers back and he established himself, he wants to throw it in their face and act like it's a competition between them. This is asinine.
I feel like the most telemetric is how well is everybody else doing and on their own shit when they come here,
Right. I take pride in the fact that I gave all these people jobs and that I let them come be them fucking selves and make money and be able to be on camera and build up their own personal shit, whether it's a clothing line or a fucking magazine and all the shit that Dejan's doing or the music shit and everything, It's like I take a lot of pride in that, and like I don't know, it seems like so ridiculous for me to be doing battle with somebody who don't even pay his fucking employees, who's not offering opportunities for people. He's trying to keep all the money to himself. And hey, man, them super chats are slowing down, because when T-Rell was really feeling himself is when he had that fucking J-Ken pay pig giving him money every fucking day, hundreds and hundreds of dollars. That shit slowed down.
Bro, what?
What?
He's watching individual super chatters at his channel. Oh, this guy's not coming around sending super chats. This guy's pocket watching on an extreme level right now. Why are you so concerned about how well they're doing in accordance or in relation to you? This is some hating ass shit out here.
I hear it from people who actually watch the show. They go, that bing, 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 whatever the fuck it is, it's not happening the way it used to be happening. So I don't even think that we should be comparing each other, because I'm somebody who's actually paying my fucking bills. You're somebody who's in debt and doesn't pay any of his staff. I hear about it from... I don't even want to...
Stop the cap.
From who, sir? From who? From who? You're hearing it about from... Like, come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, you can't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. You gotta keep your gun, man.
I'm gonna keep some shit tucked, so I always got some shit to go to. Pause. No Gracie Jane, but I'm gonna keep some shit tucked. No Sydney Star.
Stop the cap.
Anyway, I gotta get ready for an interview. Appreciate you guys letting me have the floor briefly here.
Much love.
Thank you for the viral moment.
We going all wartime, man. I want everybody to hate me, okay? I want you to hate me for the rest of your life, man. You feel me? It's enough disrespect. I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna go. I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna be disrespectful, man. I want you to always hate me. I'm gonna never fuck with you.
Now, this is T-Rell's response following listening to what we just heard. So he just listened to what we just heard. This was live on Figmunity World News. AD was doing the news. T-Rell came in and he started speaking. So let's get it.
Ever, you feel me? There's gonna be always a beef with me. This is on site every time. Win, lose, or draw. You can pack me out, whatever you want to do. You feel me? Because I'm gonna try to get mines every single time. You feel me? But this is a message for you. You feel me? Tell Parker when she see me, when you get older, when you see this, Parker, you feel me? Like, I'm gonna kick you in your ass.
As you can see their facial expression, this is a still shot. This is when he brought up Parker. This is before he even said he's going to kick her in her ass. And if y'all don't know who Parker is Adam22's daughter. So he just crossed the line. He went places basically saying, fuck it, it's war from here. Everything that you said about my baby mother, used to selling her pussy, me being $3 million in debt, blah, blah, blah. All that shit crossed lines for T-Rell. So he's basically saying the gloves are off. He's saying you crossed lines, so I'm going to cross lines too. Although he kind of made a joke out of it, he still mentioned his daughter, and that's crossing the line, so.
Parker, when she see me, when you get older, when you see this, Parker, you feel me? Like, I'm going to kick you in your ass. And fuck your daddy. You feel me? And fuck your grandma too. You feel me? But that's just where I'm at with it. But we'll speak more on it tomorrow.
Now, see, normally I would be like, okay, this is crossing the motherfucking line. You're bringing up family members who aren't public figures. You're bringing up this guy's motherfucking daughter. This is crossing lines, but this is mutual combat. This is mutual combat. You are outing things about his baby mother that is not public knowledge. We didn't know his baby mother and his fiance used to sell pussy. You're bringing that to the light. You're bringing up her backstory. You're disparaging her. Y'all both cross lines. I look at this as mutual combat. I look at this with the AD face, like, yo.
But always hate me, though, cuz. Peace, I'm gone.
That's all that had to be said.
Well, why did y'all... This is what...
I liked it when we wasn't saying nothing.
That was a big bomb drop.
Who pushed him over? Who encouraged that? AD?
Bitch, I'm here.
Not at all.
Look at the chat. Oh, shit.
Whoa.
I think it's safe to say that T-Rell is a man of his own mind, sound heart, and he made his own decision. I don't think nobody pressed him to do that except the motherfucker he got an issue with.
He said he want niggas to hate him. He don't care.
Well,
so salute to him for that, nigga. Ain't backing down.
Back in other news.
Ain't ducking nothing, yeah. Shout out to him.
How do we segue from that one?
Reset.
Do we got a good story?
The homie drove over here to say that.
Literally. Pull it up.
I'm just going to listen. We ain't about to ignore.
Now, this is where AD handles it like a professional and as an adult. He doesn't get into the bullshit Listen to this response that he absolutely destroys Adam22 with.
Or what we just seen. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say this. I'm going to look right into that camera. I'm talking to you, Adam22. I heard everything today that you said. Now, you said that you don't have no wrath for me anymore. You said that because you think that I feel humbled and I don't have nothing else going on. Cool. I think it's the complete opposite. I think people like you know what I'm saying, probably are the same type of people that thought the same shit about Gilly. You know what I'm saying? When he was going that Lil Wayne, and people probably thought that his rap career was over, and he's more relevant than ever.
I told y'all months ago, Adam22 thought he hired a bunch of incoherent dumbasses that were going to fall flat on their face after he released them, and he tried to pivot into more intellectually sound conversations with Destiny and folks of the white community. And when that fell apart, he came crumbling and crawling back to the black community, stumbled across somebody like Brick Baby, brought in Whack 100, and started doing the same old dance that he used to do. Adam22 is full of shit. I've been watching Adam22 for years.
Maybe Complex thought the same thing about academics. That after that everyday struggle was going to go on, they weren't going to do. He wasn't going to do anything. Maybe the same as Joe Budden. Everybody that, you know what I'm saying, comes from a certain area, a certain place, at the end of the day, had to conquer certain things like that. And I'm going to keep it all the way 100. It's actually the opposite when I go out places, industry events, streets, anything. The first thing that people tell me is, I'm so glad that you got away from that place. That's crazy. I'm so glad that you got away from that place. Now, let's keep it real. I for sure ain't got more money than you. None of us do. But one thing I can say is that
one thing that I can say is
we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
Folks always want to use that metric of, oh, I have more money than you, and that means that somehow that I'm a better character, I have more integrity, I'm more relatable, I'm more likable. No, it doesn't mean any of that. It just means you've achieved a level of success financially faster or more than, you know, your contemporary. It means nothing other than that. It doesn't give you bragging rights. It doesn't automatically make you a real man or a real nigga all of a sudden because you got money. You see academics flexing the money like it makes him something. It's like, what do we do?
Big App's here now. That we're building something over here, figuring this shit out as we go, as a family. We literally just sold out 3 shows independently in different markets, and yeah, I hear all the narratives that we paid for this, whatever. We did this shit together. And as I hear that rant that you did today, and I look around the room, I see almost everybody is quiet. Almost everybody is quiet. Because deep down inside, you know that everybody that you sit next to, without you giving them that check, your relationship cease to exist.
Ain't not there.
Niggas ain't there for you. And I ain't, you know, that's everybody. I even seen your birthday. It looked like a lot of motherfuckers that was just there for the party. Who's actually there for Adam22? Now, when your business wasn't going so good, you came and found and gave an opportunity from a nigga from Compton who helped design the whole business model that you live by right now.
Yup.
Started it.
And regardless of whatever you got to say about us, at least I know every night I can go to my pillow and know that I did no wrong to nobody that I love and I care for.
You hear that? That one is key. This right here. Adam22 heard this and he was like, God damn.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
Got to say about us, at least I know every night I can go to my pillow and know that I did no wrong to nobody that I love and I care for.
Yup. Shout out to AD. He's not out here trying to play folks for the content. He's not out here trying to out house phones activity with a transgender woman because you wanted clout and you wanted to play your longtime friend. Meanwhile, that same transgender woman is now throwing allegations against you. Now, how does that feel, Adam? Pause.
I can sit there and sleep good at night. Can you sleep good at night knowing that almost everybody that you come in contact with got something bad to say about you?
More facts.
Can't be everybody's fault. Everybody can't be the person that's doing all that shit. You get what I'm saying? You gotta look at yourself in the mirror, and I know you.
We know Adam. Adam is the least accountable person in these airspace, on these airways. He's always dumping the accountability on somebody else and revising history. We know this from Adam. He never looks in the mirror. He can't accept himself.
You know me. It seems like you not really, everybody can't be the person that's doing all that shit. You get what I'm saying? You got to look at yourself in the mirror, and I know you, and you know me. It seems like you not really, really happy these days. You doing things now that I never thought that you would do. And all that fake happiness and all that shit, nigga, any real nigga can see through that shit.
Yup.
You ain't happy, man. Fuck the numbers. Fuck all of that. How does your soul feel, my nigga? One thing that I do know is if you ask anybody that's ever came across No Jumper and watched No Jumper, they will always say that the best era was when me, you, and House Phone was sitting at that desk. Since that ain't there no more, that shit watered down and dry. I don't care what you think numbers and how many times you want to chop up clips and make brand new business models. So don't let my lack of enthusiasm make you think that I'm timid or scared or any type of thing. And I'm going to be 100%. I'm riding with all my niggas till the wheels fall off. Whatever they want to do. And you got to live with the fact that some of your most cool, fuck all that, your most loyal soldier, you had to drop the ball with. So every time that you sit there and talk, yeah, I know for reals. I know what it really is. Because me, I actually had love for you. I actually would have crashed out for you. I would have took a charge for you. I would have did anything for you. So regardless if somebody says, yeah, you emotional or you this, you that, of course you're going to be emotional when you give a fuck about certain individuals. You fucked that up. You caused all of that. And now you think that every time something goes wrong, you could just replace people? More people? You think that's going to actually make you happy? My nigga, do me a favor, bro. Get right with yourself. Get right with yourself and look around that whole $5 million spot that you got, that No Jumper office, and really evaluate if the people standing next to you was really for you. Because one thing that I can say is that we may not have everything that you got right now. We still on year one. But I can tell you what, that live show that we had at the Novo, everybody was back there. No hatred, no jealousy, all love, all family, black and brown people, holding stuff down the way it's supposed to be. The same business model that you could have had, but you the one that dropped the ball. So since you dropped the ball, no matter how long it takes, let me tell you this, there's always going to be somebody like you that thinks that we ain't going to amount to shit. And I'm here to tell you, no matter if it takes 1 year, 10 years, 15 years, we going to get to that plateau. You know it, and I know it. So let's continue to keep the content going. I ain't got to come up here and insult you. I ain't got to come up here and threaten you. I actually have no hate in my heart for you. But
Q Reezy says, I like AD. He just had way too much faith and respect for Adam. We need to send him back to making bike and skateboard content. That's facts. This is the thing, though. The industry is fake as hell. The entire industry. Sometimes you can't hate the player. You have to hate the game. The industry is so capped. They don't give a shit about what they personally think about you. If the clout is there and they can get views, they will be there. People that don't like Adam personally look at everything he does in his personal life, and they look at it, they're like, yeah, this is the deplorable. This is not a worthy human being. But they see the clout and they see the brand. They're like, yeah, let me get some views. Let me do that interview. That is most of the game. A lot of these niggas talk so much shit about academics and call him the biggest pussy, but then they're over there on his platform doing interviews for the clout. The whole game is fake. Everybody's just out here for attention. So that's why they'll continuously prop up dudes that have no place in the space, because they already got a level of visibility and attention, and folks are going to continuously be over there. That's why Flacco and all those other guys are building their brand over there. But once they get big enough, I expect to see Flacco leave No Jumper at some point in time. When the money he's making outside of No Jumper is so much more than what it is at No Jumper, and he's wasting his time being at No Jumper because it's not as lucrative for him and his brand, he's going to leave at some point in time. And he's just going to have to cycle in new employees to keep his brand up. Adams, he's salty as hell right now. He lost all his friends. He played his cards wrong. All his friends in the industry, the people that he can actually trust and count on, they're gone. He has Brick Baby faking the funk now, but let's see how that goes.
Just know, you put a battery in my back and you put a battery in this whole community world back. And no matter how long it takes, we coming for that motherfucking spot.
I mean,
So
that's
what's
something
going
that I
on
would
with you
consider
letting
acceptable.
transgender sit on your lap?
Yo,
What the was that about?
swamp ass on my fucking knee.
You said what?
You ever heard the term swamp ass? Is that a racist thing? I don't want to cross any boundaries here.
That? No,
If you don't get that bullshit out of my face, bitch.
what is
Why in the what?
Or like sit on a plane for 3 or 4 hours, and then you get up and like you can just feel that you've just collected a lot of heat in your ass crack ball sack area.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is game.
Now you even have Whack 100 uncomfortable. Whack 100 was ass naked, butt ass naked, laying on a bed arguing with folks on Clubhouse. One of the zestiest acts in the world. And Whack 100 is uncomfortable here.
And like you can just feel that you've just collected a lot of heat in your ass crack ball sack area. It was weird to have
Whack 100 is like,
No, this nigga gay as hell.
a person sort of transplant their swamp ass onto my body.
now, if y'all haven't been paying attention, Adam has been trying to have a threesome with a transgender woman and Lena for the longest. He's been throwing up the idea the same way. I noticed a pattern with Adam. He was throwing out the idea of another man fucking Lena for a long time prior to it happening. About 2 years, he kept throwing out this idea. He was acting like it was a joke. He said it on Academic's platform. He said it on Vlad's platform. He said it on his own platform many times. He was throwing it out there as a joke to test the waters, to see how people feel about it. He's been doing the same thing with this transgender sex. He has a game show where he has 10 men compete with him to fuck his wife with him. He's trying to get men in the bed with him. He has some repressed homosexuality, bisexuality going on here, and he has to understand that it's 2023. We don't care. You're going to be like Dwight Howard talking about you're fighting demons and everybody's hating. It's like, bro, you're the person that's not, you can't be content with yourself. You can't accept yourself. We don't care.
Was it in this chair?
We don't really keep track of which chair is which. It's certainly a possibility. I'd say the odds are about 1 in 4. It could have been. Act like you don't fuck with trans people. Huh? I mean, you're gonna stand up like Kodak the rest of the day? Where'd you get a Sonic Youth shirt?
Okay, so Whack is a complete idiot as well.
Stop it. Get some help.
Whack might be on the same shit Adam's on.
Who was on crack?
This man just said there was a 1 in 4 chance of the transgender with the swamp butt sitting on this chair. He just grabbed another chair, so he doubled his chances. There's 4 chairs. Why would you do that? You doubled your chance, sir. You didn't avoid. Yeah.
Yeah, listen.
I want a Sonic Youth shirt.
Who? And you just went for it.
I took the bitch in my office after.
You hear this? He's making jokes about sex with the transgender woman, who then makes an accusation about Adam22 trying to actually solicit some sexual attention by making. He basically asked her to come to the what do you call it? The hotel or whatever.
Go ahead, bro. It's your
Her, him, whatever, man.
Your floor.
Y'all get particular about them. As long as I ain't calling them a they, that's where the line gets drawn for me. It's like, I know what you are. I can call you whatever I can call you for respect. This is what it comes down to when it comes to transgender. Let's talk about the transgender community real quick before we get into this clip. People always talk about, oh, it's respectful or disrespectful to call a transgender woman a she or a he. At Whack 100 talks about not taking part in the delusion of, you know what, let's get into this and let's have the commentary following it.
See my stroke?
Your what?
My stroke.
What are you talking about, bro?
Let me show you how to. Hand behind the back.
Hey, yo, listen, man. This
stick together. Pause. Knows he can have it. Pause. You see what I do when I got the rock. Pause.
Let me just put this in real quick.
You know what? Let me get off the screen completely.
Let me show you how to. Hand behind the back.
Hey, yo, listen, man. This is a prime example, children, of which you totally ignore.
Children should not be watching this. This should be age restricted, realistically.
Definitely not.
You don't think
People
so?
watch no jumper.
Did you see episode 1 of For the Love of Lena?
No.
My new reality show?
I don't watch nothing with your wife, bro.
10 men compete to fuck my wife with me. You didn't see episode 1? Are you fucking serious?
I'm not.
Oh, yes. The camera loves your nastiness.
Gonna watch.
You gotta pay attention to the biggest project I've ever put out. Like, this is literally like, I've never produced any piece of content that was more complicated than a vlog or a podcast, maybe a few little mini documentary type things.
I don't watch it with your wife.
This was reality TV quality content.
Anything with your wife. You just
Whack 100 has more respect for Adam's wife than Adam has himself. He wants to be able to look at Lena as Adam's wife, not as this salacious porn star getting fucked by dudes that are competing to fuck her with Adam. He doesn't want to look at her like that. He has more respect for her. That's pathetic, man.
To respect
It's
her.
not like she's naked on the fucking reality show.
I don't know what it is. Y'all do naked shit.
Do you want to see the trailer? Maybe I'll show you the trailer right now and you can let me know what you think.
So she's not naked.
I find it hard to believe that you haven't seen this.
I don't watch nothing have to do with your wife.
Okay, let's hit you with
when I see your wife, I want to be able to look at your wife one way as your wife. She's not naked, right?
I am an adult creator.
My name is Adam22, and I co-own Plug Talk with my lovely wife. We interview a different girl every week.
And then we them at the end. But we've only ever done it with other women.
So we've arranged this whole challenge to find a perfect guy to be our first ever boy-boy-girl threesome.
Cheers!
Lena, I came ready to... Want to do a dance-off?
Oh yeah, I would love to see a dance-off.
So we just got this porn. Let me get in the room with her by herself. You want to get out? No. We're going to get you out of the situation. It took us so long to get this approved on YouTube.
What the hell was that?
Yo, you got Crip Mac?
Put that on the screen when you edit it. Yeah. He was competing. Now, you talk a lot about giving young, underrepresented, underprivileged people from the hood a chance. What could be a better example of giving somebody a chance than giving them a chance to fuck my wife?
Shut your bitch ass up before I get to talking shit about you.
Adam, when folks say that you have problems and you're potentially on drugs, crack being a notable one, how would you not see that as apropos? How would you not? How would we be the delusional ones? How are we off our rocker calling you a fucking bucket? Saying you're off some shit, you're lost out here, you're reeling. Like, what part of the game is this?
With me.
Adam, you got
And first of all, oh, this is it right here. This is the moment we've been all waiting for. My bad. Let me shut the fuck up and play this.
A better example of giving somebody a chance than giving them a chance to fuck my wife with me.
Adam, you got some psychological shit going on, bro.
May the best man win. I should have had you in there. Oh, my God.
Oh.
He has some psychological shit going on. He's definitely zesty. And I don't want to hear anybody talk about this is some white boy shit. Remember when I was first doing this breakdown and people were trying to give him a pass being unaccountable? Oh, this is some white boy shit. This is what the white boys do. All right, so what is Diddy doing? What is Diddy doing? Diddy is signing Cassie up to get fucked by a bunch of male prostitutes. It's getting real zesty in Diddy's house.
Ladies and gentlemen, this here is gay.
Who else? Who else is on that list perpetrating this fuckery? There's a whole bunch of people in this Holly weird fuckery doing this shit. You know, it's just some white boy shit. No, it ain't. These people are fucked up. This is some filthy work. These people are doing these things to cope with their weird shit that they got going on in their head. This is not normal behavior. This isn't, oh, a preference. This is some fucked up shit, y'all. This is some devious behavior, and everything's getting exposed right now. This week it's going to be crazy. There's so many shows where we have to explain. I didn't do any Diddy breakdowns yet. Y'all ain't ready for this, man.
Oh, I missed out on a fucking opportunity. That would have been it.
No.
Oh my God,
Adam,
I missed out.
You know you're still not over the first man fucking your wife.
How am I not over it? I haven't thought about that in weeks.
It happened months ago.
The first month might have been hard.
The first month may have been hard. Remember, he paused. Remember him telling us about, oh, this was what he wanted to do. It turned him on. There was no problem with it at all. The people are over-exaggerating. The internet has a problem with it. He was totally comfortable. Remember all that shit?
1, 2, 3.
Remember all that shit?
All due respect, shut the hell up. I want to hear that.
I told y'all this nigga was full of shit because I've been doing breakdowns on No Jumper content for a long time. I've been watching Adam22. I know Adam22 is full of shit. I know where he's lying. I know where he's dealing with a large amount of copium. I don't buy none of the fabrications. I can see them from a mile away.
No, I'm totally over that. And
so who does Lena
why would I be doing this reality show if I wasn't over it?
Who does Lena want to win?
Why would you be doing this reality show if you weren't over it? If this is a level of copium, you are trying to do your best to get comfortable with what you've just, the bad decision that you made for the money, to keep your business afloat.
She's got people that she is hoping do well. I'm not going to say that Crip Mac is necessarily at the top of her list.
What? She wants Crip Mac to be the one to fuck her?
I was kind of saying the opposite, but there are people on the show that I think that she would be very happy if they won. And there are people on the show who I think realistically she might jump off of a local bridge if they won.
Okay, so there's people in the show that you would be happy if they won so they get the chance to fuck you with your husband.
Bitch, who raised you?
Yeah, what's going on here, y'all? What the hell is going on here?
I'm not going to say that that's Crip Mac or anything, but...
You putting that on OnlyFans or...
4 episodes, each appearing on the No Jumper YouTube. And then the finale is the actual boy-girl threesome.
And that's going on Plug Talk.
On the OnlyFans, yeah. Onlyplugtalk.com.
OnlyFans. I need to talk to you about something.
About what?
Off there.
Just ask me.
You're missing a lot of money.
What?
No, that is facts, though. Lena is a sociopath as well. They're both fucked up. They both deserve each other. It's not like she's a victim in this relationship. Nah, they're both fucked up. She had this weird sadistic laugh and look once she cucked Adam, when she got revenge for the cucking, because Adam's been doing the same to her, been fucking all these other girls while in the relationship, and she kind of used threesomes to basically trap Adam in a relationship because she was not good enough by herself with Adam. Adam was not taking her seriously until she used and leveraged threesomes as this special prize for Adam to have with her. And then after she got tired of being used and you know, other girls getting all the love or whatnot, she tried to flip the switch on some weird sadistic shit, and she was happy when he got cucked. They're both fucked up. I don't want to hear crying from none of them.
Crying to me, and I'm not having that.
Now the likes are rather dusty and rather low, and we've been streaming for a long time. Can y'all do me a favor and hit the like button? I know y'all been in here for a long time and y'all have not got the likes up. Shout out to Alicia for reminding folks to get these goddamn likes up. Happy Thanksgiving once again. Y'all be thankful for a goddamn show and hit the like button. Let's get it, y'all.
You think I should try to get a TV deal or some shit?
I'm thankful for the likes, by the way. Let's get it.
No, like, you know, Ray J just started the Tronics Network.
Tronics?
Tronics.
So this is like Zeus?
Sydney Star.
I heard.
Yeah.
You think Ray J was clapping that?
No.
Why not?
She,
what the fuck else is he doing?
You hear that? Whack, you fucked up.
Sydney Star.
I heard.
Yeah.
You think Ray J was clapping that?
No.
Why not?
She,
what the fuck else is he doing?
You're talking about Sydney Star, transgender woman. You say that you don't call transgender women women at all. You don't use their preferred pronouns. You would call them he. You just fucked up and said she.
It's a transgender reality show called The Girls Club.
No, I know. She told me all about it.
He.
She.
He.
Don't do that.
I'm not doing nothing.
She chooses to live her life as a woman.
Part of the community, Sydney Star is a transgender woman. I respect that.
Right.
As a heterosexual man,
but you won't use her pronouns?
No, because I have to respond as a heterosexual man. So a transgender woman is a male.
So you're so straight that you can't acknowledge that she has chosen to live as a woman.
I will tell you that Sydney Star, when it comes to the community, respectfully, is a transgender woman. If you ask me, a heterosexual man, I'm gonna tell you that's a male.
We didn't really ask. You're just correcting my pronoun usage.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I mean, you know, because it's a brainwashing that's happening that I'm not gonna allow to happen to me.
What is the brainwashing?
The minute I start calling a male a female, then I'm living by their rules. I'm gonna respect what they are, but I'm not gonna live by those rules.
You ever date a trans man or woman?
Never, because that's just disgusting. I'm trans myself. Why would I do that?
And you wouldn't?
Nah, I wouldn't. I
want trans yourself and you wouldn't?
I want a man.
Okay, that's a very controversial opinion.
Okay, what's the next one?
Let's see. He's a 10, but he's a Republican. What would you rate him?
A 0.
0. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so you have a trans woman that says they would not date a transgender because they want a man, a real man, a trans woman. This is a man. This is a biological male.
Man or woman?
Never, because that's just disgusting. I'm trans myself. Why would I do that?
And you wouldn't?
Nah, I wouldn't. I want
trans yourself.
You said it was disgusting. As a trans person, why would you?
But I'm not going to live by those rules.
You ever date a trans man or woman?
Never, because that's just disgusting. I'm trans myself. Why would I do that?
And you wouldn't?
Nah, I wouldn't. I want
trans yourself and you wouldn't?
I want a man.
Okay, that's a very controversial opinion.
Okay, what's the next one?
Let's see. He's a 10, but he's a Republican. What would you rate him?
A 0.
0. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Bro.
Now, I can't help but notice that the chat has stopped moving. The Happy Thanksgivings have come out. Nobody wants to touch this subject. Nobody wants to touch this subject. Everybody wants to stay miles away from it. Everybody wants to be politically correct. But I've heard, I got several videos of transgender women who are biological males saying that they would not date other transgenders and they want real men and they want real whatever. They say that themselves. As a straight person, you are allowed to say that you're straight. Pause. We don't gotta do. You can pause, chest out with something zesty is said because you're reaffirming your heterosexuality the same way they reaffirm their gayness whenever they want to and let everybody know that they're gay, transgender, or whatever they are. It's not a crime to reaffirm your sexuality that you don't play those games and you're not on that side of the fence. Most people do not know any transgenders personally to even have the conundrum of what the hell am I going to use as a pronoun. Most folks. But when you actually have that situation come across you, how do you deal with that? Nobody wants to touch this subject. JPINC says, if you XX, you are a female. If you XY, you are a male. To hell with feelings. I'm living off of facts. Them big facts, homie. And this is the thing. Honestly, no need to say pause though. Pause is a heterosexual fun game that we play with. We play with each other. Pause. As you can see. It's like you say something, it's a joke. That's what we do. It is what it is. I'm sure gay people have their own gay shit that they do. It is what it is. It's not to disparage anybody else's sexuality. It's just like, wait, I'm this, not that. Let me make this clear. Pause. It's not that serious. Everybody gets in their feelings when we talk about things like this. I'm not saying you're getting in your feelings, Mezzo Carib. I'm just making it clear. I myself, I've spoken to transgender women on these spaces and on the panels, Neve being one of them. When you speak to people or when you see these videos, they're rational, normal thinking human beings. They're not delusional to not know what they actually are. They know that when they're a transgender woman, they're a transgender woman. I know there's all these horror stories about these rappers allegedly getting tricked. Neve is not delusional. Neve knows and understands normal relationship dynamics. I had a conversation with Neve on Angela Knight's panel. So Neve, as a transgender woman, I'm not going to go out of my way to disrespect Neve. I know that a transgender woman is biologically a male. I will still use the preferred pronoun that Neve wants me to use. And people will get mad at that and be like, you're participating in the delusion. Well, it's a respect thing, and Neve is not delusional. Neve understands. So
we're in a different era. Get over it. Whoa!
Shout out to Trending with Charisse. I hope I said that name right with the $3 super sticker.
I'm getting rich.
That's just what it comes down to. It comes down to actually dealing with this community individually. I'm not going to call Neve a dude. Neve's a transgender woman. I will say she. I don't care. I'm not deluded. I'm not one of these. It's not a crime to do that. I'm just not using the they. You're not a group of people. That's where I crossed the line. You're not getting they. You're saying what a safe take. My nigga, I actually deal with these folks in this space. I'm not going to disrespect someone that I know is not delusional. What I mean delusional is they understand the normal dynamics between, I'm saying normal, the normal dynamics between men and women in the relationships. And come on, man. Some people are not lost. They choose to be whatever they're doing in life, but they understand.
Oh, speaking of trans people, why is Gracie Jane posting on her story, "Hey Gracie, it's me, Adam22. Don't tell Lena or anyone else. They don't know I'm texting you, but I would love for you to come to my room. I'm at the Intercontinental."
You hear this? This was the same transgender woman that he helped expose House Phone. He said he was supposed to cut out the footage, but you used that transgender woman as a moment to out House Phone's sexual relations. And now what is this same person doing? They're saying that you tried to fuck.
Me too. Don't tell.
I'm a 0.
0. Okay. All right.
Bro, speaking of trans people, why is Gracie Jane posting on her story, "Hey Gracie, it's me, Adam22. Don't tell Lena or anyone else. They don't know I'm texting you, but I would love for you to come to my room. I'm at the Intercontinental." So somebody's pretending to be me and hollering at Gracie Jane, who's the trans person that House Phone got exposed, whatever.
Social media, bro. People gonna believe it.
She playing reindeer games.
People gonna definitely believe that. You know that.
Is this?
That is facts, Alicia. Adam was jealous of House Phone. Adam has been trying to solicit the attention or the potential threesome with a transgender woman for a long time. He's been planting these seeds. He's trying to get people cool with House Phone doing it so he can do it himself.
Just wanted cap. That's all I said. Cap. You think that's enough? I think it's a freak out.
That's it.
Should I post about it on my story?
Emoji cap. Don't even write it.
It's a matter of time until the Reddit sees that.
Don't
Jesus
even write
Christ.
it. But what I'm saying is, did you ever think about taking that footage and putting it on a subscription-based platform?
The actual reality show? No. I like going YouTube first. Now, would I be willing to maybe get a TV deal at some point? Yeah, sure. But, like, you know, you gotta...
Transracial is picking up steam. Are you going to respect them as individuals, too? Listen, man. We already had a transracial trying to racial dolajal her way up on this platform. We would have accepted her if she just came as, hey, I'm a Latino, I'm a white Spanish person. We would have accepted that. We're not racist over here. We have multicultural out here. But when you're trying to basically fake the funk, you're trying to act like you're something that you're not. It's like, we're not having that. The transracial is like, come on, man, what are we doing out here? That's a level of delusion. I'm not a cosplay as a white dude now. I'm white. Believe me, buy it. It's like, what are we doing out here? What the fuck is going on out here? This is some filthy work.
We're putting you on probation. We're putting you on probation.
Prove your worth. Like, nothing could be a better sign that we are capable of doing reality TV than us producing an incredible series ourselves and then just putting it straight on YouTube, right? I saw the CEO of Zeus at the French Montana party.
Plumber.
Right away, I said, hey, have you heard about my reality show in which multiple men compete to fuck my wife with me? He said, I love it. We should talk. We should do business. Actually, I should give him a call today.
Call him. That's bro. His office is right down the street.
Is it? That's good to know.
They got a nice building.
I also,
5-10 minutes
at that party, I had the pleasure of showing Chris Brown. I showed him the reality show trailer as well.
What did he say?
He seemed intrigued. Also seemed like he wasn't really trying to have the conversation for that much longer.
So out of respect to you, he acknowledged it.
I don't know if he actually thinks I'm a genius or if he just kind of was humoring me.
I think, and I'm going to talk to you off the air, I think you're not understanding what I'm telling you. Once I show you the numbers...
well, he's like a billionaire. Not Chris Brown, but the CEO of Zeus.
I know
Lemel Plummer. Am I saying it right?
Very well.
Right.
I called him Lemmy. Good dude. I watched his growth. Good dude, honest dude, great dude. You remember the he did a bunch of shows on BET.
What else did he do on BET? I figured he had to have been on something that led up to him having his own network.
CEO, it was like Moguls or some shit like that.
Moguls.
Some shit like that. Where Birdman was on it.
I saw a preview for an episode of Baddies the other day.
Bro, what the
We don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
That's him.
I know, but I didn't really know what was going on with that show. But I seen this girl that I kind of know just screaming at a room full of women, and I was like, wow, maybe I should really check out Baddies.
You should support everything on Zeus.
Should I?
Yeah.
You think Zeus is good for the community?
Great.
Zeus is great for the community.
What?
What are these guys on, man? What type of conversation is this?
If you don't get that bullshit out of my face, bitch.
For the people that want to watch Zeus.
I mean, hey, I'm not taking anything away from it. Because I'm not exactly creating the most highbrow content on earth either.
Yo, you know, I gotta I don't
think it's like really
we got like 90 episodes of Blueface's Blue Girls Club, a bunch of them we never put out. That's going to the Tronics Network.
Really?
Yeah. December, January, we're launching the Girls Club, the Transgender reality show.
So you'll be involved with the Transgender reality show, but you won't use the preferred pronouns of the trans community.
I'm a partner in the network.
You are. But you prefer to misgender them. It's giving violence.
No, they're transgender women.
Yes, and they want to be referred to as...
Yo, what type of... Bro, are you a bitch? Adam. What the hell type of... Why is Adam speaking like this? What type of grown-ass man speaks like this?
Partner in the network.
You are. But you prefer to misgender them. It's giving violence.
It's giving...
Transgender women.
Yes, and they want to be referred to as she's and hers.
But no, I'm going to respect what they are amongst their community.
Probably the foremost way that they would want to be respected would be to be referred to by their preferred pronouns.
Naughty Nerd is on the show. From the Hunter side.
You always mention her on like every single episode.
I got Naughty placed over there.
Right.
R&B's managing Naughty, right? But what I'm saying is like, it got to be like a mutual respect there, bro. This is real shit. So if I can say as a heterosexual man, yes, when it comes to the community, you are a transgender woman, right? And I honor that that's what you want to be labeled as, right?
But you won't use the pronoun.
Yeah, but if you ask me as a heterosexual straight man, I'm never going to tell you a man is a woman or a woman is a man. I'm not going to tell you a dog is a cat or a cat is a dog. I'm going to tell you what I know it to be.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's literally nothing wrong with that.
I'll give you an example. If you came in one day and you announce.
If you say they're transgender women, shouldn't that be enough? You're not going to say that that's a woman. You can say that that's respectful enough in their community. He's doing a show with transgender women. It's not disparaging them. He's supporting them. I don't.
To the room. I, Whack 100, have converted to Islam.
Okay.
And as a result, my new name is Cash X.
Okay.
I'll take the X like Malcolm X. I don't know if they do that anymore. But
once again, Adam22 with the asinine comparison. This is not an apples to apples comparison. You're changing your name. He's still called Sydney Star. He didn't use the dead name. Like, what are we talking about out here?
Just hypothetically. I'm going to start calling you Whack. It might take a little bit, but I'm going to respect that even though you're a part of a religion that I don't personally subscribe to, I'm going to call you Cash X.
But Whack will still be part of Cash X.
But let's say that you were so converted or so convinced that this conversion was more important than your previous gang or prison or however you got the Whack name, that you no longer wanted to be called Whack at all. I would respect that, even though I don't necessarily agree with the religion.
I'll tell you why I wouldn't do that. Because the Whack era, right, will complement and show my growth in the Cash X era. For me to totally delete or erase or silence that is taken away from, right, what I'm trying to show people where I come from, where I'm at today.
But if I'm going and calling Sydney Star fucking Brian or whatever, to me that shows a disrespect for what she believes in, even though maybe I'm not completely convinced.
I will call Sydney Star Sydney Star.
Okay.
If you ask
but you won't say her.
Who is Sydney Star when it comes to identity, I'm going to say Sydney Star is a transgender woman amongst the community. If you ask me, Cash Jones, what do you know Sydney Star to be? A transgender woman, the word trans, right? Gender woman, to me, as a heterosexual man, respectfully, means that's a man. The origin is a man. A transgender woman, a transgender man, origin is a female.
If I were to convert...
You cannot think I'm going to erase my upbringing and my teaching.
You did not know her when she was a man.
I know Sydney Star. I know Sydney Star.
But you didn't know when she was Brian Star.
I know Sydney Star to be a heterosexual, a transgender. We don't care.
Let me tell you, we don't care.
Yo, what is with this prolonged conversation about these pronouns? What the hell is going on out here? What the hell is this? What are we watching right now?
And a woman, which is a man to me.
Right. Okay.
I'm not going to find Sydney Star attractive.
You don't have to find her attractive.
Right?
She was giving Cardi B, though, during that podcast.
Well, what the fuck are you talking about? Cardi B is a woman.
Cardi B is a woman. And once again, he used the word giving. Giving Cardi B, bro, what the hell is going on?
Just like a woman.
Okay.
I'm not going to find Sydney Star attractive.
You don't have to find her attractive.
Right?
She was giving Cardi B, though, during that podcast.
Well, what the fuck are you talking about? Cardi B is a woman.
No, but I'm saying she kind of looks like the trans version of Cardi B. I think she went into the doctor and said, Adam, make me look like this.
Listen.
Now, I am telling y'all, we will see in a year max, we are going to see Adam, because Lena's not about it, we're going to see Adam in a scene with a transgender woman talking about, oh, it's just a job, it's just porn, we're making our bag, X, Y, and Z. We're going to see it. He's trying to warm people up to the idea. He's trying to work it in. Pause. We could see this coming. He did the same thing when it came to selling out Lena to that nigga that fucked. He kept broaching the idea. He kept speaking about it on academics' platform, Vlad's platform, his own platform. Oh, but what if we opened it up to Lena getting fucked by a nigga? He just kept. It's a gateway. It's facts. What did Lee say that was important before? He said Brother Jumbie will always be Brother Jumbie, no disrespect. Yeah, Brother Jumbie changed his name, still Brother Jumbie. We still calling him Brother Jumbie. But nonetheless, that's just a YouTube name. That's just a YouTube name. But it is what it is. Let's get back into this.
Handed her a picture of Cardi.
Listen.
What?
You cannot ever in life compare a transgender woman to Cardi B. Cardi B is a heterosexual woman, a natural-born woman. There's a friend of mine. The wife.
Isn't she bisexual? I don't know about the heterosexual, but natural-born moment, yeah. Natural-born moment. Or natural, what the hell did I read? I read something on the screen. Natural-born woman, yes. Yes, she is that. But heterosexual, I'm pretty sure she's bisexual, but let's get it.
I'm a big Cardi B fan. Big Cardi B fan.
We're not even finna be, because what you trying to say, Adam, you trying to, like, when you say that, people gonna say, oh, Adam saying Cardi B look like a man.
No, I'm not degrading Cardi B.
Cardi B does not look like a man.
Elevating Sydney Star. And they know each other. They're cool.
You can elevate Sydney Star all you want, but elevating Sydney Star to the point where you're saying he looks like a woman, a natural-born woman, it's like, no, we're not doing that. Not at all.
It fought on
Cardi
reality
B does
TV
not look
before.
like a fucking man. Cardi B is a fucking woman, is a respectfully
Has it occurred to you
great looking
that
woman.
this is a disingenuous portrayal of what I just said? And they can easily rewind it and see it.
It's not a disingenuous portrayal. You're comparing Sydney Star to Cardi B. You're saying that Sydney Star is the transgender Cardi B. Like, what are we doing out here?
I'm not. I did not say what you were saying.
But
that
you
I said.
shouldn't even be like, because you know what, Cardi B's a hetero as a woman.
Call Cardi B and I'm going to tell her that I think Sydney Star.
No, we're not going to even insult her like that.
Kind of, you know, evokes a little bit of her.
No, we're not doing that.
But why can't we have a trans version of all of our heterosexual celebrities?
We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
No?
Hell no. Cardi B, one of the baddest females in the game.
I think Cardi B is super hot.
Yeah, so she's one of the baddest.
Always have.
Respectfully.
I used to watch her old stripper tapes online. I think a lot of those have been erased from the internet.
I know her when she was a stripper.
Really?
She was the same Cardi B. Cool character.
I wish I knew her from that era.
Shout out to K Slate, Straight Southern Magazine parties. You know, Sue's Rendezvous, whatever else spots we went to. But you did some punk. You did a culture.
Wait, there's more? Hey, yo, how long is this goddamn reaction? Shout out to y'all in the chat. Shout out to everybody watching this. Hey, yo.
Culture.
Let's hit it.
What's the dude with the beard you keep wanting me to interview, to talk?
Oh, this is Adam trying to slick move on Whack now. So they're cultivating some sort of rapport between them as they do the Whack and Adam show. Now Adam is trying to set Whack 100 up the same way he did to his ex-employees by trying to play him on some fuck shit. Listen to these details, y'all. I don't know what's wrong with Adam. He keeps trying to play niggas against each other. He keeps trying this divide and conquer mentality. He keeps trying to have these street niggas martyr themselves for some sort of clout. Like this, I don't get it.
The big dude. G is some.
G-Face.
G-Face.
That's a good idea.
You want to tell me something? Because I looked out for you. They ready to line you, Adam.
Who?
You.
Who?
G-Face hit me.
The other part of the conversation, they want to line you up. Who's they?
G-Face got a problem with you.
No, he doesn't. He talks to me all the time.
Did you not hit G-Face and tell him Whack 100's talking about you? You may want to come up and let's talk about it?
He said he wants to do a podcast with you. I told you he wants to do a podcast with you. What? He texted
That's
you.
Doing punk. Yeah.
You tell me. I could find right now.
Yeah,
what,
you got it.
Here we go.
G-Face beat your ass up in here.
G-Face. Last time he had to make a new Instagram.
Yeah. He said, "What? Adam brought me up. Yeah, you doing punk shit."
He sent a picture of you and Beast and me on October 28th. He said, "My brother Adam, when do I get my get back? I want to smash that fat Mexican dick rider sitting next to Whack the entire show. All he did was suck Whack's dick. Who brought that yes man there?"
Stick together. Pause. I'm gonna show you what he showed me. But Zoe, listen to me.
Oh, and here we go. Yeah.
Underrated.
Oh yeah, there's a lot more about you too.
You got some good numbers now. Appreciate it. You got some good numbers. A little organic. 672,000 monthly listeners.
He called you Rat 100. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, all right. I talked to him 20 times.
Oh,
He want to whoop your ass.
He was just saying that he wants to talk about. He wants an opportunity to speak out against you, or to speak out against what you said about him.
We're gonna talk about it.
That's different than him being mad at me.
He's mad at you.
Why?
I'm gonna show you what he said.
But you have a history of lying about people that are mad at me, and then I talk to them, and then they're like, "I never said any of that."
He sent it to me, bro. I'm gonna show it to you. I'm not gonna play with you. He sent it to me saying this nigga Adam trying to start fires. Then he sent me what you text him.
What did I?
How would I know what you texted?
So he sent you a screenshot of something I said.
Mama.
Let me see. I refuse to believe this until I see it with my own eyes. That's slippery.
You white dudes think y'all so slick.
He's not white, he's Armenian.
No, you. Yo, what's the homie name? Pesci?
Mezzo Carib, you damn well know that that's some filthy ass work in the comment section. What is that?
Yes, the camera loves your nastiness.
How are you going to be in the comment section encouraging people to watch something else because your brain is rotten watching this shit? Watch the Diddy coverage? You could just go and watch the Diddy coverage. Do you understand what type of dustiness that is when a content creator is watching themselves in the chat and when somebody in his chat is like, oh, let's watch this instead? It's like, come on, what are we doing out here?
Yeah, hold on.
Who's Pesci?
Pesci.
Joe Pesci?
This him right here. Group text. He sent me all this paperwork. Let me know he ain't a rat.
G-Face did.
Yeah, here we go.
So you believe it? Because weren't you on here calling him a rat?
Fuck all that. Who that's from now?
Why are you showing him?
Adam what?
22.
And show me what I
That's
said.
you, right?
And I said...
That's you, right? Punk motherfucker, read it since you want to make...
Whack was going off on you last week. You definitely going to want to respond. He said...
Punk shit.
Where? You still talk to him? I
Punk
thought
shit.
he doesn't
Did you
do
tell
shit with
me
you
any of
anymore.
that?
I said, no, we have a show together. What
Did
is
you
the
tell
thing?
me any of that?
What is inappropriate about that?
Because the fact that you telling him that, you didn't tell me none of that.
What?
See, when we leave here, we still in the streets, right, guy?
So
Stop
again,
playing.
I
Give me my
said,
phone, bro.
Whack was going off
Give
on
me
you
my
last
phone. You did
week.
some
You're
punk
definitely
shit.
going to want to respond.
But you
That
said
is
I
a
couldn't
fact.
show you
That
though.
podcast came
But
out.
you said I
so
couldn't
he was
show
going to
you
be
though.
able to see the evidence of you going off on
But you
him.
said you didn't send him nothing.
And then he said, you guys don't do shit. No, I did not say that at any point. Rewind this.
Yeah.
I did not say. I said, no, we have a show together.
Well, wait, but it's obviously he sent me the script.
I will be real with you. Him sending you our conversation is super sus.
Yeah, look.
So
look.
I don't know if I can.
Yo, Whack, this is G-Face. I'm only going to say this once to you. You getting played by old boy the same way he told you I'm talking shit about you, the same way he said it to me about you. Paru, you doing punk shit. You gonna get your ass lined up. Stop playing with these streets.
G-Face,
now, I could have said
my
nothing.
opinion of you has just changed a lot. Whatever you're talking about, I don't know.
You want to read?
You see this? This is Adam once again being unaccountable. Your opinion of G-Face changes after you got caught trying to stir the pot and start some shit. They had a podcast where he discussed G-Face. He said, oh yeah, Whack 100, you were actually talking shit. Be accountable for it. The podcast didn't even come out yet, and you're hitting up G-Face saying Whack 100 is talking wild shit about you. So he has he has to interpret what the hell he has to guess, basically, what the hell the wild shit he's saying prior to actually hearing it on the podcast, and then you're running and stirring the pot and going back and forth with, like, this is all messy. Adam damn well knows he's being messy here.
No.
And when it comes to that comment, Mezzo Carib, when it comes to other things adding into the reaction, every time I do one of these shows in a reaction, I have a direction to these shows. I compile a bunch of different clips and different videos, and I do a pre-edit and a pre-mix prior to the show. So we're an hour, 36 minutes in, but I've mixed a bunch of different things, a bunch of different clips from different shows, different clips from No Jumper, did a pre-edit. Where's the other clips? Goddamn, this one's long as fuck. The Fig Munity stuff. The intro only has everything that we're seeing in here with the coming up next. There's a direction to these shows. I can't just stop it in the middle and be like, oh, let's just react to this arbitrarily. That's not what I really do on this platform. So just giving y'all some clarity to when it comes to this. We're going to have to start an entire next show, another show to react to the Diddy-related stuff and cover those topics. So it's not just a basic, oh, let me just watch this on YouTube, and that's not really what I do. Kind of plan these things out a bit. Well, let's get it.
Believe that he would send you that, because
One thing
that's
that niggas know, when it come out my mouth, it be real. I'm going to show you the receipts.
Do you agree with me this, though? If someone has a conversation with you in confidence...
Did you tell me you was going to do that?
Do what? Yeah, I told him that you talked about it on the podcast, and I said you're going to want to respond.
Now, let me tell you what could have happened.
What?
I could have ran into G-Face anywhere. You didn't send him that. While you at home with your little Mary Poppins little family.
So, wait a minute.
And now I'm out here dealing with some shit.
Me and you have a conversation on the podcast that is intended to come out to the public. And then I tell him, hey, I gave him a heads up. Whack was talking crazy about you on the podcast. You're going to want to respond.
You know what he said?
What is the wrong thing that I did? No.
How does he not see where he's wrong in this?
Tell me, what did I do wrong there?
Let me tell you what
what's
he
wrong?
said.
No. Stay on this.
And we're going to get back to
You tell me. What's wrong with me saying, me telling him?
Everything I told you I had.
No. You always change the subject so much. You tell me what's wrong with me telling him, somebody that I thought I was cool with, who apparently screenshots conversations, but what's wrong with me telling him?
What's the problem with them screenshots?
I'm asking the question. What's wrong with me telling him?
Did you ever tell me you told him that?
We're focused on a question. Stop diverting. Why is it wrong for me to tell him that you talked about him on the podcast?
The fact that you didn't tell me you was going to do that?
Why would I have to tell you that I was telling him that you spoke about him?
It involves me.
Why would you have to tell G-Face that Whack 100 was talking shit about him on a podcast that never came out? So you're saying, why would you have to tell him, but why would you have to tell G-Face? You know you're stirring the pot and making things messy for no reason, Adam. You just got caught. They communicated amongst themselves behind your back because they know how you move. The jig is up. The fuckery is up. People are understanding Adam's play. Adam tries to ingratiate himself with these communities, these street niggas, just so he could stir the pot, start arguments, start a commotion, have these niggas beefing with each other, martyr themselves out for some sort of clout while he can capitalize on the whole situation. That's what he's trying to do. He's been trying to do that. He's trying to have his new staff go at his old staff on some beef shit. He's trying to put a battery in Brick Baby's back to go at AD and T-Rell and these folks. Like, we see through the bullshit. You played folks in the past. They all seen it. They're all aware of it. They're all moving differently around you while finessing you and getting the money off of you. So stop it, Adam. We see the jig is up, man.
And I didn't bring him up. You did.
If you talk
Did you bring him up?
If you talk at length about anybody
that
I have a relationship with, me telling them that you spoke about them, what is wrong with it? I want an actual answer to that.
Did you?
He's not going to give him an actual answer. He's going to, because Adam tries to make it something that he tries to have a line of questioning where he could frame and control where the conversation is going, so he could be unaccountable for his dustiness. But I'm going to wrap up this reaction. We have a lot more things to discuss. We are actually going to react to some of that Diddy stuff that Mezzo Carib was referring to. We were definitely, because that Diddy stuff, we're a different angle though, because it kind of came out already. The lawsuit, everybody covered the lawsuit. Well, not everybody, but people covered the details in the lawsuit. More people have been getting sued because there is, hold up, there's a timeline. Everyone's like, why is everybody getting sued? This is why everybody's getting sued. This is why all these lawsuits are coming out. Okay, so this is from Philip Lewis on Twitter. This is a reporter. Do not quote me. This is from Philip Lewis, a reporter, a journalist on Twitter. He says, the New York Adult Survivors Act opened a year-long window for survivors of sexual assault to file civil suits past the statute of limitations. That window closes this week. Diddy, Jamie Foxx, Cuba Gooding Jr., Alex Rose, Harvey Weinstein, Donald Trump, Bill Cosby, Marcellus Wiley, Jimmy Iovine, Doug Morris, L.A. Reid, Russell Brand, Marilyn Manson, and Harve Pierre have been sued under this act. So all those names that I've listed have been sued under this act because that window closes this week. So everybody's rushing these lawsuits in because the window closes this week. That's why we're seeing an abundance of these lawsuits. I don't know why Diddy's name was in there, because Diddy was under this attack for a while. They were threatening to expose Diddy for a while, and they wanted that $30 million for a while now. So that's a whole different case compared to everybody else. We have a whole lot. People say it's a money grab, but when I looked at the Jamie Foxx one, I'm like, this one 100% is a money grab. And when you look into the details, Cuba Gooding Jr., they reported it as 2 new sexual assaults because Cuba Gooding Jr. has been accused of sexual assault in the past. So whenever somebody has a history of it, I'm not quick to jump in their defense and be like it's a money grab. You have a history of this one. But everybody knows it's the worst kept secret that Diddy has his zesty parties and Diddy has his freak shit going on. It's the worst kept secret in the industry. It's damn near like public info at this point. We're definitely going to do an entire breakdown of that show because I have certain clips that I need to react to, articles that I need to bring up, 50's going off, Dwight Howard's back on the scenes talking about fighting demons. There's a whole bunch of messiness going on that we're going to cover later. I don't know if we're going to cover these things today. There's a lot of things that we got to put together. But what up, chat? Let's talk to the chat real quick, y'all. Let me see if I can put a chat on the screen. What do y'all got for me before we wrap up? I've been gone for a few days because I've been relatively sick. Trey Songz has a history too. RT the Brand says Trey Songz has a really mixed history when it comes to that. He's had a bunch of clout chasers, a bunch of women just completely fabricate tales, and then he has women that came out expeditiously right when the moments happened, and they had legit claims with video evidence of Trey Songz violating. So it's a mixed bag of from Trey Songz. You have to look at those cases individually because there's clout chasing and then there's actual victim. I gotta say alleged victims because I ain't trying to get sued. But once again, if anybody is looking for the government name to sue, it's my full name. My full name.
Here is my name, Claudio Rafael Silva Landim. My full name. FBI, open up!
Yo, we're going to get into that show later as well, where Fatty doxes his own name because of the pedo allegations that are constantly propagated by Jay Prince for president. We're going to react to that. I know some of y'all that are here for the Adam22 AD are like, who the fuck are these folks you're talking about? But we have to react to that. That is the most bizarre, the most bizarre piece of content I've seen in weeks. You got a grown ass. You know what? I ain't going to get into that. I ain't going to get into that. I ain't going to get into that on some Umar Johnson shit 3 times. I ain't going to get into that. Not in this show. Next show, folks. Next show. Make sure y'all hit the like button, chat. A lot of y'all just been here dusting it up, ghost watching the entire time. I've been rather polite, folks. I've been rather polite. I'm going to need y'all to get these likes up. Ain't nothing I could do to enforce it, but nonetheless, y'all, let's get these likes up, chat. These likes are dusting it up to this day.
To this day. To this day. To this day.
Shout out to Mezzo Carib with the big $50 super chat. All right, everybody put a W in the chat for Mezzo Carib. See, Mezzo Carib didn't take any of these things personally when I was... Man, shout out to Mezzo Carib. I love people that don't take things personally when we're just trying to get through these. She says, no worries. You have a schedule. Just thought I'd make a suggestion to see if you like our Caribbean sister. She's a criminal lawyer. Happy Thanksgiving, LTTV. Thanks. Shout out to you. W's in the chat. Y'all know you can fix things rather easily with a little bit of money, right?
I'm getting rich.
Shout out to Mezzo Carib. Yeah, I'm gonna check out that breakdown since you recommended it, especially with that big $50 super chat. I'm definitely gonna check that out now. Shout out to the chat. I hope I'm saying your name right because I literally butcher everybody's name when I try to pronounce. Like, I'm good with words, I'm terrible with names. I don't pronounce anybody's name right. I heard Tree was cooking me. Tree of Logic. She's saying I don't say her name right. How do I not say Tree of Logic right? Just Tree 411? What am I saying wrong? What the hell am I doing?
What the hell was that?
I'm just butchering everything, making all these goddamn mistakes.
You want to sit there and stay on the weed?
Yeah, facts, Alicia. Shout out to Mezzo Carib with that super chat. We have a little bit left here. I was going to wrap this one up because I'm tired of talking about Adam22 show. I legitly stopped watching No Jumper. I watched No Jumper for a long time. A long time. I supported the brand. Once that whole shit fell apart with everybody in community back on Fig and Fig Community World, once those folks left and once he slimed House Phone the way he did, I was out. I used to support Adam. Even in a debate he had against Joe Budden, I supported him. He was right in that debate a while ago. I don't look at everybody that's not black in hip-hop as a straight culture vulture until they do culture vulture-like activities. So I definitely supported Adam for a long time, but then we see who he really is. Just dusting it up. He's definitely not comfortable with his decision to allow another man to fuck his wife. He couldn't go all the way, did he? He couldn't do it. Pause. But yeah, shout out to y'all. We'll be back with a lot more content. Make sure y'all hit the like button. I was trying to get these likes up to 100 before we ended the show, but it does not seem like that is going to be the case. Let's react to this this little bit before we round up the show, but let's pretty much wrap up.
You bring him up? Did I bring him up?
Let's stay on this. What? I don't remember.
Because you brought him up, motherfucker.
Answer me.
If you wouldn't have brought him up, it wouldn't have been a conversation about him.
What is wrong with me telling somebody that I'm cool with?
If we'd have been in the county or the pen, would have had your ass.
Do you think that there's a reason why you're not giving me a straight answer on this?
No, that changed my mind. I'm not getting through the rest of that. If y'all want to see that, go subscribe to No Jumper. Click on one of them clips. Find that shit. For the most part, that shit was not really a central focus of the conversation. This was about Fig Munity World versus No Jumper, and No Jumper takes the L because Adam cannot move on in life. These are your ex-employees. They're doing well. You should have took what Flacco said. Flacco said you should take the positive out of it. Everybody related to the brand who came up on the brand or that's currently related to the brand is doing well. Everybody's prosperous. Everybody's doing well in relation to No Jumper. You should have took that W. But nonetheless, we wrapping up the show. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We out. Yeah.